All right. What's up, woke? You know, I don't have the Nightbot turned on because, so it's a funny story, actually. The guy who set up my Discord for me, who is a Polish Special Forces, ex-Polish Special Forces named Sharon, who on occasion will hop in here and talk to you guys, tell you about Polish stuff. He's the one who got me to set up Nightbot and all that stuff, and then he immediately got banned by Nightbot for saying the F word in Polish. It was actually really fucking hilarious. It's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He was in chat for about a couple minutes, and then he used the F word, but in Polish, and it got him banned from my chat by his own bot. It was hilarious. Oh, man. All right. Well, I hope everybody, if you celebrate Zombie Jesus Day, hope you had a good Easter. If you celebrate Transvisibility Day, I hope you had a good Transvisibility Day. Because here at Angry Ginger Productions, we're about equality for all. People having a good time. Not being upset that one person's having a good time while somebody else isn't. But of course, we had to make this all about Biden. We had to make this just like the angriest time ever because the President of the United States attempted to post a celebratory meme of have a good day, enjoy your time. And how did it come off? Apparently, everybody got super fucking upset and said he's trying to divide the country. He's dividing the country by telling one group of people, Happy Easter, and another group of people, Happy Trans Visibility Day. Which, if anybody just doesn't understand this, literally it's been Trans Visibility Day for 15 years. 15 years! Joe Biden, he might have made a day. I guess he was the vice president back then. Joe Biden might have been looking forward 15 years with his prophetic powers to see that one day he could trigger the right by making Trans Visibility Day the same day as Easter 15 years later. It might be. What up, Mike? Yeah, I just started. We've only been here for a minute, buddy. Oh, man. But it's just like the craziest stuff that nothing, we talked about the boat and the bridge incident. Boats aren't real, bro. Boats aren't real. Nothing can happen nowadays without there being some type of goddamn conspiracy. Everything has to have some kind of crazy reasoning. And the fucking craziest part about it is that Joe Biden posts Happy Trans Visibility Day and he posts Happy Easter. Donald Trump posts a goddamn paragraph in all caps railing against everything and everybody. And people are just like, yeah, that's Donald Trump. And I think I even heard somebody say that in defense of Donald Trump once. They're asking it's Ben Shapiro. Hi, Renee. It was Ben Shapiro. I think he was arguing with Destiny. And he argued that it was actually more acceptable for Donald Trump to be as divisive as he is because people expect it from him. So Joe Biden being divisive at all is exceedingly bad, but Donald Trump being divisive, that's just Donald Trump, bro. It's okay. You know, it's just the man being who he is. And that's just fucking insanity to me. In my opinion, when you look at the Easter tweets, I guess we're still calling them tweets, from Biden, I would even think he's trying to like bring everybody together. Hey, you know, here's trans people on their day. Here's people on Easter. I mean, the man's fucking religious. What sense would it make for him to shit on religious people? Literally, he's religious. It's just you can't even fucking make this shit up. It's insanity. We don't need everything to be a goddamn conspiracy. Can we just have a fucking day where people just tweet and we don't talk about it? It just seems insane. I don't know. You guys tell me. 100 views, first 10 minutes. Welcome, peeps. Send me your questions. Ask me whatever you want. I will answer it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll answer whatever you got. If it's a shitty question, though, you're going to have to pay me money. You're going to have to super chat. But also tonight, the Wick TV podcast comes out. Me and Wick TV having a good conversation. There's probably going to be some stuff in there people ain't going to like. Because it was a talk that involved a lot to do with, like, today's atmosphere and how crazy people have gotten. And he went to the subject that I've forbidden on this podcast. He went to the Israel-Hamas for a second. There was a joke that was made, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. But, yeah, you know, you guys might see some stuff that maybe a couple of you are going to give me a hard time about. And I ask that you do. Please, give me some pushback. Give me a hard time. I like to hear it. I like what you guys do. Boxers or briefs? Yes. I like the boxers, but I like the boxers that are form-fitting. I don't like the loose boxers. The loose boxers, it just feels weird on my legs. I don't know. I don't like that. I used to like that when I was younger. Then I moved up. Now I'm boxer briefs. Now, that's what I'm going for. Why does Trump smell so bad? It's probably the diaper. To be honest, anybody that eats ketchup with steak probably has the nastiest shit she will ever have. Look, at the end of the day, a dude that lives off of Big Macs and quite possibly ketchup and steak for breakfast, which probably actually isn't bad. Actually, steak and eggs. Steak and eggs, a little ketchup. I can see how that could work out together. But those shit's got to be disgusting, dude. Smells like warm, dirty socks and potentially some poop as well. Remember when an insane asylum was a building? Now it's an entire state and entire countries. And I've said this, Goth. This is my point of view. You just can't let the crazy people burn down the goddamn asylum around you. Look, you're going to look around, you're going to see other crazy people, and you're going to be like, all right, there's some crazy people. But the first one that picks up some fucking matches and a gas can, you're like, hey, this is fucking where I live. Fucking light it on fire. We can't have that shit. So, you know, do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? You got tacos tonight, Woke? I just finished a cheeseburger with bacon on it. And a friend of mine told me, guys, that we're heading the route of social credits like China. And guys, I've got news for you because I didn't know this was going to happen, but this is what I was told. I was told that they're going to start monitoring your beef eating, and then when your carbon credits run out, they're going to come to your house and they're going to smack the cheeseburger out of your hand. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what they're doing apparently over in communist China. They're smacking cheeseburgers out of people's hands. You've already eaten enough beef for today. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Also, if you guys weren't here for the last show, I just want you guys to know that I have helped to start spreading my favorite conspiracy theory of all time now. Rocks are soft. The idea that rocks are soft until you touch them will now be my one and only conspiracy theory. No more JFK. No more Epstein didn't off himself. It is rocks are soft until you touch them, and you cannot prove me wrong. Prove me wrong! Prove me wrong. That's all I say. Because when you come back and you tell me that you did a test on the rock with scientific methods, and you judge the density of the rock, and you're proving that it is hard at all times. So many jokes. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, how'd that study get paid for? Bet it was by Big Rock. That's how it got paid for, okay? I know what the fuck's going on. You guys don't, yeah, Renee's right. AT&T got hacked, and apparently all our data is on the dark web again? God damn it, AT&T! God damn it, AT&T's always getting hacked. It just seems like they're bad. It seems like somebody should get hired for that. Bucket could probably help him out. I don't know if Bucket has any experience with that. Big rock, Nathan. Big rock. Okay? Big soft rock. All right? Renee tried to actually argue with me on this. And she said, if rocks are soft until you touch them, then why isn't things sinking into the ground? And I pointed out to her, guys, have you ever seen a sponge? Have you ever seen a sponge? That's right. That's right. It stays. It has tension until you touch it. Okay? And then it gets hard. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if you didn't know that about sponges. Woo! Anyways, that is my favorite conspiracy theory so far, guys. But let's just go ahead and let's let Adam Mockler talk a little bit about how fucking nuts people on the right are right now and how they can't even enjoy their own goddamn holidays without freaking the fuck out about the stupidest shit you can possibly imagine. Let's let Adam Mockler talk about it for us. Adam.
MAGA is once again having a collective meltdown over a completely
the Plymouth Corporation paid for it.
Issue.
Exactly what.
They know that they have no real policy prescriptions that they can use to win over voters, so instead they continue to lean into this culture war to try to win over any voters that may be predisposed to having homophobic or transphobic beliefs. This time they are claiming that President Biden purposefully placed the Trans Day of Visibility on Easter to declare war on Christians or to detract from their holiday. But this is a complete misunderstanding.
And I need to point this out too. Guys, Easter is kind of a bad holiday. Let's be honest. We already know that there's all kinds of reasoning for why Easter doesn't make sense. No one knows what the fuck Easter means. Did it come from a German goddess? Is it a pagan ritual? Why are there colored eggs? Like, guys, look, I've got people that follow me that are Christians, and I need you guys to answer some questions for me. Everything to do with Christianity, like Bill Hicks said, like, you think Jesus is going to come back and see a bunch of people with crucifixes around the necks and be like, sweet, thanks for having that. I really missed seeing the crucifix. That's a part that I missed, you know. Really missed that. Or colored eggs. How does that represent me? I just feel like Jesus is going to be very confused when he comes back. Not to mention that all of his followers are kind of assholes. Not all of you guys. I'm sorry. That was wrong of me. Okay? All of his MAGA followers are kind of assholes. I feel like if I was Jesus and I came back and everybody had a crucifix, first of all, I'd be a little bit hurt. My feelings would be hurt. And then people like fucking had colored eggs and they were hiding them all over the place. I'd kind of be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I thought I told you guys to take care of the homeless. I thought I told you to feed the starving people. There's people in Africa fucking dying of starvation, and you guys are literally hiding fucking eggs. I feel like I would be upset if I was Jesus. I feel like I would be coming back and I'd be like, what do you guys do on my birthday? And you're like, well, mostly I bought my kid a PS5. I got my wife a car. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I bought myself this sweet-ass Rolex. Check out this Rolex with its fucking diamonds. And I feel like as Jesus, I'd be like, so did you volunteer in a soup kitchen? Or did you, maybe change somebody's tire? No? None of those things? I think you guys might have missed the goddamn point. That's how I feel. Easter on 420 next year. That's what I say as well. Christians took it from the pagans. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, Billiam. Thank you. What up, Lori? Lori, do not unsubscribe to me over some of Wick's points of view on Palestine. Okay? Don't do it to me, Lori. The Pologia Live? What's a Pologia Live? I should go check that out. Christians steal everything. They even pretend to meditate on things. Well, yeah, and also, like, even morals, my friends. Even morals. That comes from evolution. It comes from evolution. The cross is baffling. Why would he want his followers to wear it? That's literally Bill Hicks was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? No way Jesus wants to see you wearing a cross. Oh, my God. All right.
understanding. It's actually just complete disinformation.
He did throw some
Trans
tables.
Day of Visibility has fallen on March 31st
okay, apologetics,
since
anti-apologetics.
2010. Easter is the one that changes every year, as we all know. So Easter happens to fall on the same day as this.
I've got to ask this question, Peachtree. I got to ask this question because I heard from Wick about this during this talk that there was a bunch of people that were pro-Palestine that were hating on Beyonce, Lori. And I can tell you this right now, I do not stand with anybody that's hating on Beyonce. Beyonce is a wonderful, wonderful person. And yes, she did make a country music album. But we can forgive her for her trespass. Okay? We can forgive her for her trespass. Lori, my good friend, there's no way that you hate Beyonce. Don't tell me that, okay? Because that really actually hurt my heart when I heard that people were kind of going in hard. And also, guys, everybody's got to learn to leave Taylor Swift and Beyonce alone. You guys are playing with fire. Okay. I guess she was wearing the American flag outfit, and so people got triggered by that and jumped on her and started posting Palestinian flags and all this stuff. I don't know. All that stuff's kind of crazy to me anyways, but there was a joke that was made about that. I actually thought it was really funny by Wick on the podcast, but if you guys want to see it, you're going to have to watch tonight. He had a little faux pas on his part, and it was actually a hilarious faux pas, in my opinion. But yeah. Oh, fart sound. Oh, Bray Road Shadows. Sorry, buddy. Oh, dude, you got deleted by multiple people. Damn! Bray, you got wrecked, son!
Trans Day of Visibility, and right-wingers are trying to spin it. Let's get into some of their meltdowns. It's honestly hilarious, but at the same time, it's kind of scary that this is their strategy.
This
to
is
win
what we
over
keep
voters,
saying.
I have
It's obviously hilarious, but also kind of scary.
Who are Christian, who were hitting me up yesterday like, hey, why is Biden doing this? And I had to explain to them that it is complete disinformation. Before we get into the meltdowns, I think it's only fair to compare Joe Biden's first post of Easter today versus Donald Trump's first post of Easter today. And if you like the video, as always, make sure to comment a blue heart so I see it. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe.
Lori,
but this morning, Joe Biden issued an official release that said, statement from President
I don't think
Joe
it made
Biden
sense.
On
I don't know. You're going to have to
Jill
tell me, Peachtree. You know more about that situation than I do.
The world
but I don't
Easter
think
Sunday.
Beyonce had anything
Easter
to do
us
with
of the power
any of
of
that
hope
stuff.
And the promise of Christ's resurrection. As we gather with loved ones, we remember the sacrifice.
Hold on, guys. Guys, look at how divisive that is. Look at how divisive this Joe Biden guy is. He's practically the Antichrist. He said, Jill and I send our warmest wishes to Christians around the world celebrating Easter Sunday. Easter reminds us of the power of hope and promise of Christ's resurrection. As we gather with loved ones, we remember Jesus' sacrifice. We pray for one another and cherish the blessing of the dawn of new possibilities. And with wars and conflict taking a toll on innocent lives around the world, Lori, I think we both know who he's talking about. We renew our commitment to work for peace, security, and dignity for all people. That is obviously the most divisive thing a person could possibly say. Bring in Donald Trump. Let's see what he's got to say.
We pray for one another and cherish the blessing of the dawn of new possibilities.
I haven't had anything to drink today, though,
with wars
so
and conflict taking a toll on innocent lives around the world, we renew our commitment to work for peace, security,
I will check that out, Thaddeus, because that sounds interesting. Hyper-normalization. Somebody write that down.
And may God bless you. Very classy.
I'm just saying, leave Beyonce
what you
alone.
Expect from a president, but
everybody needs to leave Beyonce
President
alone.
Donald Trump decided to put on True Social.
Good
this
job,
morning.
DJ.
Never forget our cowards and weaklings. Such a disgrace in response to a Washington Examiner article about Mike Gallagher leaving the House. I mean, the difference between these two could not be more obvious, and you'd have to be blind to not see it. Joe Biden released a classy statement. Donald Trump immediately starts attacking people on Easter morning, as per usual, and MAGA claims that President Biden is the one disrespecting Easter, disrespecting Christians. It makes no sense. Just wait until they find out that Easter falls on 4/20 next year. They're gonna say,
"Oh, it does!" Dude, who said that? Who was that? Which one of you said that it fell on 4/20 and I did not take that serious? Goth, was that you, Goth? Goth, were you saying that it's going to fall on 4/20 next year? Oh my God, that is so fucking hilarious. Dude, stoners and Christians are going to have it out next year. God, somebody mark the calendar. Mark the calendar, guys. Holy Christ. Can I just ask for my conservative Trump supporter viewers, is it Christ-like to wake up on Easter morning and just start shitting on people in your own party even? Isn't Gallagher in his own party? Is that Christ-like? Do you think Jesus Christ on his first day back on Easter and fucking rolls the stone aside, he stretches, reaches in his robe, pulls out his iPhone, and he's like, first of all, Matt Getz can go fuck himself. I saw what he said about me yesterday. Okay, also, Jim Jordan, yeah, you're kind of a douche. Like, do you think that's what Jesus does? Is that what he does? I don't think that's what Jesus does. I think that you guys might have a bad representation of what Christ is like in Donald Trump. Just saying. I'm asking. For science. Why does Trump have to be Jesus? Because he's supposed to be Christian.
Some crazy excuse.
That's what people keep saying.
Voice of Reason, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
they keep saying he's Christian.
Biden and the Democrats decided Easter, the holy day of our Savior's resurrection,
somebody said it,
as transgender day of visibility. I mean, I already debunked that. She's already wrong off the bat. There is no length Biden and the Democrats won't go to mock your faith.
And this is the insanity. I literally told somebody that asked me about that, well, why is he doing it on the same day? And I said, it's been being celebrated on March 31st for 15 years. You know what I got? No reply. No reply. Just straight to, look at this other tweet about Easter. See how divisive it is? Nah, man. It's not divisive. The only people who are divisive are people that don't want transgender people to have a day. It's a day. It doesn't affect your fucking life. You literally get up and go to work and do the same shit, whether it's Transgender Visibility Day or if it's fucking Goth Bosh Incarnate Day. And we should make that happen, Goth. We should make that happen. If I run for office, I will run on that. Like, it don't affect your fucking life. Stop being a bunch of little bitches. Stop crying about shit. He put out a tweet on Easter. It hurts my feelings. That's the dumbest shit. And you guys call people snowflakes. You guys cry about how people hurt your feelings and then call everybody else snowflakes. You are the most triggered, sensitive people I have ever seen in my entire life.
To thumb his nose at God.
Yeah, you can be
Isn't
Christian and
Donald
make
Trump
mistakes.
the one that just started selling
I don't doubt that
Bibles
scene
for
money.
$59.99 to help cover his
Jesus
fees
did
for
have an
having sex
iPhone,
with
God.
a porn star while his wife was at home with her newborn child? I'm pretty sure that one was Donald Trump.
Drain the swamp.
Christ is
I'm with Drain the Swamp too, Thaddeus.
Just like
it's
we
just
know Joe Biden
Donald Trump ain't the
really
person to drain a swamp, bro.
calling the
He is the
shots in
swamp.
White House. She seems
Donald
to
Trump is
again be implying that
the
Joe
swamp.
Biden is so old that someone else is pulling the strings behind
Thank
the
you,
scenes
Mike.
in the White House, which number one, we know that's
What
not
up,
true.
Jess?
Number two, even if it were true, what does it say about Donald Trump that Joe Biden is
should we
this
look at the
old and
context,
still able
Thaddeus?
to pass
Exactly.
5 times, 10 times more legislation than Donald Trump ever could have
What up,
dreamed
Random?
of passing. I mean, even that bipartisan
Jim.
infrastructure
I don't know what
deal,
Three Gods
that
is,
took
but-
some major negotiating, and Donald Trump is the one who brands himself as a master negotiator, not in his dream. Internet personality and popular grifter Laverne Spicer said, "Dear Black Christians,
Oh, I thought he was
can't
talking about
love
Trump.
Jesus and vote for Joe Biden too.
What?
He just drew that line by making Easter Transgender Day of Visibility. They are incapable of telling the truth.
Oh my
they can
God.
only lie to rile up voters." She then says, "Ain't no damn trans people in the Bible. Biden claims to be a Catholic, but everything he does benefits Satan. When his ass is finally
What the
gone,
fuck is
we
wrong
don't
with you
just
guys?
need to fumigate the White House. We need to drench it in holy water too." This idea that Donald Trump is
Like, you guys can't even claim to be sane if you follow people like this. How do you follow people like this? Do we remember a time when conservatives actually still like had like a part of their mind to use in deciding who they were going to follow and who they weren't going to follow? When like they actually had like reasoning behind some of the shit that they believe? Like, you follow Laverne Spicer? Dude, this is idiocracy. It's fucking idiocracy.
is more religious than Joe Biden is
God.
just so demonstrably false, and it's easy to prove wrong. Donald Trump was once asked which Biden
It just made us realize how sick our culture was. You literally sound like you got your feelings hurt, Stefka.
He was like, I
do like your name, though, Dank
We all know
Derp
the clip
Jr.
I'm talking
That's
about.
a good name.
Whereas Joe Biden literally can't hide his faith. He is a devout Catholic and always has been. Even on St. Patrick's Day, they had brunch at the White House with Catholic leaders.
No hate
and
like
President
Christian
Joe
love.
Biden was clearly super into it. He's always been a strong Catholic. He even teared up while listening to On Eagle's Wings. This is something that Donald Trump would never do. He has no heart. He has no soul. One of the funniest moments was Caitlyn Jenner being exposed for her absolute hypocrisy. She said yesterday, I am absolutely disgusted that Joe Biden has declared the most holy of holy.
Like the clown show, man. Laverne Spicer, Caitlyn Jenner, Laura Loomer, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You cannot make this shit up. These are like the fucking, the uncanny X-Men. Sorry, uncanny X-Men. I shouldn't have said that. That was actually fucked up. I'm sorry for that. I actually need to deeply apologize to the uncanny X-Men for that. But I'm just saying, I wasn't a big fan of the uncanny X-Men. Like, it's a clown show. Your people are fucking clowns. They say the fucking most hyperbolic, bombastic shit. And you guys are like, yeah, that was good. That was pretty good, guys, right? Right? It's the fucking dumbest shit you could possibly believe. And people just eat this shit up. You could at least make this hard on them. You people believe that rocks are soft until they're touched.
Days,
oh my God.
Devout Catholic as Transgender Day of Visibility. The only thing you should be
hate like liberal tears crying over what we all have to go through. I ain't going through shit, you illiterate moron.
Hashtag
I ain't going through shit.
There's no
I have a good life, bro.
Sisters by my side.
It's
amazing. It is so disgusting how quickly people will turn their backs on groups they should care about, on groups they know are marginalized, right when they see an opportunity to become a right-wing grifter. This happened to Candace Owens, too, who filed a lawsuit in the early to mid-2000s saying she was discriminated against, but now her whole platform is saying that racism doesn't exist in America. Grifters, grifters. So it's not even noon.
Anything for that dollar, man.
Already made 71 deranged social media posts. Only one that says Happy Easter. The rest include attacks on Judge Merchan's daughter, Mike Gallagher, Jon Stewart, Judge Engeron, Biden, Maxine Waters, Letitia James, Alvin Bragg.
I need the anchor man. I need that anchor man quote. I'm not even mad. I'm kind of impressed. The dude has like endless amounts of hate and anger. Just like his supporters. Holy shit. Oh my God. There's a photo of every time Trump has gone to church. Yeah, the one. You clearly are. That's why you are sitting here doing this with your time. I do this for fun. Because I have a real job, illiterate, you know. Like, I actually have a job that supports me. I own a home. I have a family. I come down here just to clown you motherfuckers. Because it's hilarious. Oh, God, I love you guys. You guys really, I mean, to be honest, you do believe that rocks are soft, don't you, illiterate? You believe that shit, don't you? You take any fucking conspiracy theory they'll give you to make your life interesting. Your life is so goddamn boring. So goddamn monotonous. That all you can do is get on here and cry like a little baby about some shit that happened for the last 4 fucking years. It's every day is a bad day for Trump! You guys cry so goddamn much, and then you talk about other people crying. You come on here, bud, I'm just gonna talk so much shit about you. Because we don't cry here. We clown in this bitch. Keep guessing about my life that you don't know. You know what I know about your life? You're on a dude's YouTube channel, crying like a little bitch, talking about, you're making fun of us, and you know who's actually a bad person? You are. Dude, that's what I know about your life. I don't need to. I don't need to. Aw, am I hurting your feelings, little guy? Aw, buddy, I'm sorry. I'll hug you. You want a hug, big guy? Good Lord, you guys are bad. Funny the Democrats keep getting caught. Oh, here you go, Eric. Dude, you made it like 3 shows, and then look. You broke the rule. We don't talk about children. Isn't it funny how often these Republicans come in here? They come in here and they talk about the things that they do, that you project, the things that you do. Because that's who you are as people. You're not good people, okay? So don't come in here talking about children and harming children, because I will fucking ban you. Every day of the week, I will ban you for that shit. You're not good people. You're not good people.
Obama, Hunter Biden. The list goes
illiterate.
on. It's
Thanks,
like
buddy. That's motivational.
Thank you. You can't escape them. He also made several posts citing favorable polls. An article
you can
about his
dislike the stream.
Several people endorsing him. An article claiming Russian collusion was a hoax. An article about migrant crime.
Finish the
over
video.
and over, he just keeps making these insane, deranged posts, but it gets worse. He then boosted multiple articles written by his friend Wayne Root that implied that he is a true miracle sent by God to save America, and that
this is
Trump
what you people
is the
believe.
chosen one, sent by God and blessed.
This is what you people believe. You literally believe that God sent Donald Trump. How deranged do you have to be to believe that? Am I independent? Nah, I don't choose gangs. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna just tell you guys this. I grew up in a trailer park surrounded by gangs and did not get involved in gangs. I'm not getting in the gang later in life either. Stop that shit. I don't want to get jumped in. My beliefs and my policies represent who I am as a person. I don't have to be a progressive. I don't have to be a Democrat. I don't have to be a socialist. I don't have to be a conservative. I damn sure don't have to be a fucking Trump supporter. Jesus Christ. My policies and my beliefs represent me because people make the party don't make the people. That's how I feel about that. I don't say I'm independent. I don't say none of that shit. I'm not about that. I don't want to be anywhere near it. Dunning-Kruger effect is literally Trumpery. 100%. 100%. They think they're the smartest goddamn people in the room. Every day of the week, show me the evidence, bro. You show them evidence, they're like, yeah, someone paid for that study, bro. Yeah, that's bias. And then they go and pull up a fucking meme and send you a meme. Check out this meme. Good God, man. You know you can be right-leaning and atheist? I'd hope so. I'd imagine that you can be. I understand how it works. You can talk shit and call names, so can I. Oh, no, I'm good with that. Yeah, this is how this channel works, illiterate. Just don't talk. Look, illiterate. Let me just say this, because you guys every once in a while just fuck up. You guys fuck up so hard. You can talk shit to me, but you can't say anything about children, and you can't tell people to harm themselves. That's the only line, and I won't ban you. But if you do some dumb shit, I will ban you. Jesus did not die for my sins. He didn't know me at all. Jeff, welcome back to the stream, Jeff. A Christian God did not send Trump? No shit. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You can be left an atheist. There are 3,000 gods in you. Okay, I want to ask you guys this. I asked the stream this the other day, and I was very disappointed in your guys' answer. Who wins in a fight, Thor or Jesus? Who wins? I'm telling you right fucking now, there ain't no way Jesus' hippie ass. And look, I think Jesus was a good person. He was a hell of a carpenter, okay? I think he was a good dude. But in a fight, if it was Jesus versus Thor, who wins that fight? I'm fucking saying 100% all my money is on Thor. All my money's on Thor. What good is water walking gonna do you against Thor? He's got a hammer. He can throw that shit, okay? We've all seen it. And especially if it's Chris Hemsworth Thor. If it's Chris Hemsworth Thor versus like fucking Mel Gibson Jesus. Chris Hemsworth Thor, Mel Gibson Jesus. No fucking doubt, man. It's Chris Hemsworth Thor all day, every day. I'm only gay for you, Layden. Only gay for you. Okay, good job, illiterate. Then see, we can be friends. See, Temple is the light at the end of the tunnel for everyone since to support everything that Christians hate. Robert Price is right-leaning and atheist and racist. But that goes with the right-leaning. Yeah, I know what Dunning-Kruger is. You know, there's another a bias effect. I can't remember what it is, but it's the one that conspiracy theorists fall under. It's the once you, like, if you buy a car, you'll start seeing that car all the time. If you know you see something on the internet, you'll start seeing it more often. I forgot what that one's called, but that's the one that conspiracy theorists. Secular humanist. I'm a secular humanist as well. Despite depends on, yeah, exactly, Bones. Exactly, Bones. You will regret mocking him. Repent, bro, or be psychotic. Let me just be honest with you, Dave. If I meet Jesus and he's got a problem with my comedy, then I don't want to be there, bro. Okay? I don't want to be there. If Jesus don't have a sense of humor, why the fuck would I want to hang out with Jesus? Okay? Thank you, River Rat. Please don't forget to subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys. Look, let's just be honest, guys. If you went to fucking heaven, okay, let's just say you died, okay? I don't wish that on nobody, but let's say you did. You wake up dead tomorrow, okay? You wake up dead tomorrow, and you're walking up to the pearly gates, and there's Jesus, and you're like, cool, man, I guess I get to get in. And he's like, well, we got to talk about a few things. First of all, I saw you masturbate. My first question to Jesus is going to be like, why are you watching me masturbate? All right? Like, that's a solid question. And if it's because Jesus is gay, that's okay. I'm okay with gay Jesus, right? It's a possibility. So that's fine, you know. Hey, you know, whatever gets you off, bro. If a ginger jerking off, that's what you want to see, more power to you, okay? But, like if that's going to keep me from going inside, now we're going to have some questions, Jesus. Why do you get to go inside for watching me, but I don't get to go inside for doing it? Like, that's obviously some fucking hypocrisy. Okay? But let's just say I tell a dad joke. What about that? What if Jesus doesn't laugh? I'm not fucking hanging out with Jesus if he ain't gonna laugh. Fucking, you ain't got a sense of humor. What if George Carlin isn't in heaven? Fuck that shit. I don't want to go to heaven if George Carlin's not in heaven. What if Jimi Hendrix isn't in heaven? Fucking, is Mick Jagger still alive? I know Keith Richards is still alive. Jesus' only weakness is iron. What is Mjolnir made out of? Jesus is love, Mr. Crazy Beast. I'm trying to. Bader Meinhof. Thank you, Chris. Bader Meinhof, if that's how you say it. I don't know if that's how you say it. No, look, I saw a meme the other day. Actually, I posted the meme, and it said, it sucks that nowadays when somebody says that they worship Jesus, I have to ask classic Jesus or Republican Jesus. My Christians in chat, do you worship classic Jesus or Republican Jesus? Because I'm all for classic Jesus, fucking whipping tax people, yelling at bankers, flipping tables, hanging out with prostitutes, fucking telling people to turn the other cheek, feeding fucking starving people, teaching people how to fish. Wait, did he do that? I don't know if he did that. But I'm not with Republican Jesus. I'm not with, yeah, Jesus hates gay people. That's horrible. That's a terrible take on Christianity. It's like the one thing I've ever given you guys. Like, I sit there and I shit on religion. And I make fun of it. And somebody goes, yeah, well, guess what? We take care of poor people. We feed and clothe the homeless. We fucking help rehabilitate prisoners. And I'm like, God damn, you guys got me. You got me. No shit. Actually, you're right. I shut up. Now you're like, no, fuck that. Jesus thinks that you should stop taking money out of my paycheck. That's where I'm at. Which one? Classic Jesus or Republican Jesus? I want to know. You're watching George Carlin today? Dude, I love George Carlin, man. Oh, God. Make it a poll? All right. Baby Jesus is my favorite, JT. Sweet, 6-pound, 4-ounce baby Jesus is 100 my favorite. Okay, so this is the poll. Okay, because Renee's right. It should be a poll. Which Jesus is your Jesus? Okay, so which Jesus is your Jesus? Is it Republican Jesus? Okay. Classic Jesus? Or my favorite and JT's favorite, sweet baby. Jesus. All right. That's the poll. You guys let me know which one it is. It seems like a good question, guys. It seems like a good question. It seems like something everybody should talk about. Illiterate. What is Christianity about then? Look, you came in here hot, and I yelled at you, and I made fun of you, and I'm going to apologize. Not for hurting your feelings, but for you being illiterate. Akon for president? Is Akon even still alive? Oh, white Jesus versus black Jesus. That could be another one. I prefer Mexican Jesus. Doesn't that seem more likely that he was Mexican? Republican Jesus is orange. That's absolutely not normal. Jesus. Atheist sound. I don't know what that means, Billiam. You're gonna have to help me out with that one. Korean Jesus. Renee's gonna appreciate K-drama Jesus. How about K-drama Jesus? K-drama Jesus is definitely probably a good one. Illiterate, tell me what Christianity really is about. I want to see what your take on Christianity is. If you guys got questions, ask me questions. If you come in here and you insult me, I'm going to make fun of you, and I'm going to talk shit to you. If you come in here and you ask me actual questions, I'll answer your questions. I like questions. I like people challenging my views. You know, that's the funniest fucking part about this, is people come in here with their shitty attitudes and say dumb shit, when all they have to do is ask me a question, and we probably get along. But they don't want to. Closer to the classic Jesus. Thank you, illiterate. See? We're finding common ground, buddy. That's where I'm at. I think that I have a lot of criticisms for institutionalized religion, but the one place that I don't have a lot of criticism for religion is in classic Jesus. He seemed like a good dude. And let's be honest, guys, he was keeping the trades relevant. He was out there doing carpentry work. I don't know if that's true or if that's just a joke and I took that shit the wrong way. 100% though. Jesus, the classic Jesus was definitely a good guy. Let's see. What do we got here? We got MAGA backpedaling. We got Jon Stewart wrecking people. Let's watch Christopher Titus. I love Christopher Titus. And this is on fucking, look at this, on topic, guys. Trump is Jesus 2.0. Trump is Jesus 2.0. Let's find out what Christopher Titus has to say.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. The second coming of Christ. Some thought it was Gandhi, some thought it was Mother Teresa, who both lived by the words of Jesus Christ as well as anyone since Jesus Christ. But let me introduce you to American evangelical Christians. They think the second coming of Christ is this guy. That's right. The 6-time bankrupt criminal who screwed porn stars while his wife raised their newborn, called soldiers suckers and losers, wants to date his daughter, and tried to end the greatest democracy in history.
You would never abuse power as retribution
just
against
for one
anybody.
day.
Except for day one.
They think that guy is Jesus 2.0. So, what does it take to be Jesus 2.0? Well, let's say Jesus 2.0 is a little edgier, okay?
Grab him by the pussy.
Number one, no
River
abs
Joy.
at all. This Jesus was ripped and looked like a woke vegan marathon runner free climber who only ate organic kale. Jesus 2.0 is
I see
super
what you're
different.
saying, Billiam.
He clogs
Okay.
his arteries with hamburgers and washes it down with Coca-Cola and cheesecake. Jesus 2.0 is a sturdy Type 2 diabetic Jesus. What does Jesus 2.0 believe? Well, it's a lot different from the real Jesus, who believed in not coveting your neighbor's wife. Not Jesus 2.0. He covets coveting like no one ever coveted.
I did try to help her. She was married. I moved on her like a bitch.
The real Jesus said,
my
the alien
God.
who resides with you shall be to you as the citizen among you. You shall love the alien as yourself, for you were aliens in the land of Egypt. That's Leviticus 19.
Okay, he says strangers, so Titus is obviously changing some words here. But what if he was talking about aliens, though? I'm throwing it out there, because I feel like that's also a question we should be asking, is what if Jesus knew about aliens? What if that's why they crucified Jesus, was because he knew about aliens? I may be going down this conspiracy rabbit hole a little hard, guys. I might need a rope pretty soon to get me out of this rabbit hole. Also, YouTube might ban me for this.
Jesus 2.0 said, the aliens are
shit.
poisoning
What up,
the blood
Fatty?
of our nation, which is Hitler. Also 1934. Jesus 2.0 also said about the stranger, They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some I assume are good people. Because Jesus 2.0 has never actually met an immigrant unless they were hired illegally at his hotels.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus walked in and shut down the money changers in the temple. He also said, render unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Jesus 2.0 scammed the American government for $276 million in taxes and had so little contact with God, the only church he can get close to had to be boarded up while he held a Bible upside down, Satan style. God bless us all. That's why Jesus 2.0 is in court for cheating on his taxes.
Oh my God.
Caesar is pissed. The Bible and the real Jesus tell us to speak evil to no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy towards all people. Ironically, that's from the book of Titus 3.2. I know, I was surprised myself. Jesus 2.0 says, knock the crap out of them. Yes, Jesus 2.0 is very different. Just to be clear, if you think Trump was sent by God, if you think he's...
Oh shit, I need a timeout. Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack. Oh man. Low-key, you're kind of conspiracy, River. Ness! Oh man. What up, Trent? Oh, you're just in time. Trent, we're going to talk about that Second Amendment thing at one point tonight. We're going to remind me about that. We're going to talk about that Second Amendment thing we were talking about last time. Oh, you throw me some hint, bro? Oh, very nice. That is quite woke of you. Oh, Satan-style comment was hilarious. Woo! Fun fact, Paul didn't write Titus. I need to get back to reading some of this stuff. Woo! Okay, I think I'm okay now. Oh, I can't feel my arm. Okay. Slight pain in my left leg. But yeah, okay, I'm all right now. All right,
let's go back to it. The second coming of Christ. Then maybe your Bible was translated from the original Hebrew into dipshit. Because the thing Trump, this bulbous, bankrupt, backwards, bumbling...
The Continental Army took over the airport.
Brutal bully...
I'd like to punch him in the face.
Blowhard is the same as Jesus Christ. Then all I can say is, Jesus Christ! You're dumber than he is! I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Holy crap, how can you look at this guy who does nothing Christ-like? If anything, he's on the Satan fucking list of...
That's all I'm saying. Fucking Christopher Titus is spot on. Look, man, at the end of the fucking day, if you want to, like, go that route of being like, you know, I don't give a fuck, like, I like Trump, I like it, just, like, stop trying to make it okay. Stop trying to take Jesus and Trump and somehow parallel those two. It's fucking insanity. Like, this is my problem with the reality-bending fucking mentality of human beings today. Is it's like, you've got Trump and then you have classic Jesus. Now, Trump and Republican Jesus do have some things in common. Because I'm pretty sure Trump is Republican Jesus. Let's just say we've never seen him in the same room at the same time. But for all the Christians out there, I have love for you if you like classic Jesus, if you're for feeding the poor, if you're for turning the other cheek, if you're for rehabilitating prisoners. I fucking appreciate you. I think you're literally doing the Lord's work, even if I don't believe in the Lord. But I think that you're doing something good. We gotta talk about all that other shit you guys do. But specifically, those things are good. But you have to at least admit that it's fucking insanity to take somebody like Donald Trump and sit him next to somebody like classic Jesus and say that they have anything in common. You gotta stop making it okay and just admit who the fuck you are. You're not a Christ-like follower. And that's okay, you don't have to be. I'm not a Christ-like follower. You don't need these two things to be the same for you to continue with your bullshit. Just be fucking honest. If you're bigoted, you're bigoted. I've said this before. I'm bigoted against institutionalized religion. It's just a word. It's just a defined word. If you're a bigot, you're a bigot. Yeah, Jesus wasn't a bigot. Well, I don't think he was. Maybe he was. Maybe he was kind of an asshole. I don't know. I don't even know if I read the book. Oh, man. What's going on, Fatty? If Jesus came back today, Christians in the USA would try to kill him. 100%. 100%. You know, Rogan, before Rogan got super triggered, Rogan used to have this joke he would tell about it was a transgender prostitute that I can't remember if it was a true story or not, so please don't tell people this shit was real. But I believe it was a true story. A transgender prostitute that had been stabbed somehow and became pregnant. It's an insane story. But his point was if anybody was going to be Jesus, it would be that person. You know why? Because then that person could clearly look at all of these people that are claiming to be Christ-like, that are judging that person and hating that person with such anger and vitriol for absolutely no fucking reason other than the fact that they just exist. And he'd go, I know you're not my follower. I know you're not true. I know you're not honest. That there is no better way to say it. And that is when other people are doing shit, man, it's their business. They ain't hurt nobody. Transgender Visibility Day ain't hurt nobody, even if it falls on the same day as your fucking holiday. Look, the election falls on my birthday every once in a while. I don't get mad. Nobody wants to celebrate my birthday because everybody's fucking upset because it's election time, okay? I don't get mad about that shit. I just go on with my life. Oh, hold on. I hope you guys are voting on the poll. Make sure you vote on the poll. He's been stuck at the Tejas border since 2012. Do you really think everyone who supports Trump makes that parallel? No, I don't, illiterate. I'm asking you guys. This is something, you're new here, so I'm just going to say this, illiterate. You're new here, so I'm just going to say this. If it's not what you believe, then you should be standing up and denouncing the people that say this shit. You should be saying, we're going to watch a Trump supporter video in a second. And if he says dumb shit that you don't support, then you should say, I don't support that. That person doesn't represent me. Because the fucking problem with Trump supporters is that you guys all sit around and talk about how you're fucking not these people. But then when these people say dumb shit, you're like, well, he's got kind of a point if you look at it in a certain way. And you make excuses. I know that there are Trump supporters that just voted for Trump because he has an R next to his name. I know that there are Trump supporters that in 2016 voted for Donald Trump because he said shit like drain the swamp and bring coal back. And he duped you. I don't give a fuck what you think. He duped you. That's the proof is in the fucking pudding. Mexico didn't pay for any goddamn wall. But it's okay. I understand. You thought you were shaking up the system. That's okay. All right. I get it. But if you are willing to sit here and watch people be absolute shit human beings, and you're like, well, I don't know, they kind of do have a point. It's not me, but they do have a point. Then you're one of those people. All I'm asking for Trump supporters to do is to stand the fuck up and point at people saying shit like Joe Biden wearing a skin suit is fucking insane. That's it. It's a very low bar. That's all you have to do. Seems like it's the words he's using. I don't know what you're talking about. I know many Trump supporters and none of them believe that. Well, I've met many Trump supporters that do. That's the craziest shit. I tell people all the time, you don't encounter this shit off the internet. But if I get into more than a 5 fucking second speech with a Trump supporter, it turns into some kind of crazy fucking conspiracy land. Believe me, I worked in retail during COVID, bro. I literally physically escorted people out of the fucking building that said the most insane shit. I had people accuse my workers of being fucking crisis actors. Do you know how insane you have to be to accuse a fucking 16-year-old girl at the register of being a fucking crisis actor? Denounce that shit. Denounce it. Jesus Christ. Liberals are the only ones. All right, we'll watch. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this video right now. Here you go. Thank you. I'm glad that you agree that it's insane. Here we go. We'll watch this Trump supporter here. This guy might not even be insane because it says right here that he backpedals. This dude might actually have 2 cents. You know, one of the things I like about the TYT videos? That they do bring on a Trump supporter kind of getting that aha moment of like, oh, no shit. Actually, I didn't know that. That's why I like some of these TYT videos.
Is the border an important issue for you?
Yes, it is very important. Go ahead.
Would you be supportive of a bill that gave the president the authority to close sections of the border at his will at any time if the migration got too high?
Appreciate you, illiterate.
Yes, close it all. I mean, that's what
Liberals
I'm saying.
are evil. Shut the fuck up, Dr. Cringe.
Well, there has to be
Trump
border control.
forever.
Other countries have it. Why don't we?
So why were you supportive then of Donald Trump when he urged members of Congress to vote against such a bipartisan bill?
Yes. Yes.
But if you want that, why wouldn't Trump want that, is what I'm saying.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Trump, maybe I didn't understand. Trump wants to close the bill, correct?
There's a bipartisan...
Okay, and this is the problem. This goes for everybody. This is left, right, fucking independent, fake-ass libertarians, because all y'all fake-ass libertarians. Stop telling people you're libertarians. You don't believe that shit. Everybody answers these questions without listening to the question. Like, maybe this dude has loud music in the background. Maybe he's got a reason for not hearing it the first time. But don't just answer yes to a question because fucking it's would you support Trump if? Don't answer yes to a question because it's would you support Joe Biden if? Listen to the fucking question, hear what they're saying, and then answer it with your own goddamn brain. Use critical thinking. Because that dude just had that moment. Oh, hold on. Fuck did you say? I just answered it because you said, would you support Trump if? Let's see what he says.
Bill in Congress that would have given the president authority to close the border or different border crossings. Trump wanted people to vote against it in Congress, and both Republicans and Democrats were dismayed at that. Do you still support Trump's position on that, is what I'm asking?
My position would be, and I don't get into the whole thing, I want it closed. I want areas open. If they're going to do it legal, do it legal. I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican. I want the border closed.
There you go.
And people come in like we normal, come in legal.
One of the issues that...
There you go, illiterate. So you can't sit here and claim a bias. That man had a brain. And if that man takes that brain to the polls and actually votes on legislation, then I'm okay with his vote. But the problem with people nowadays, especially in the Trump cult, is that they don't fucking actually think with their brain. They think with the hive mind. They think about what other people want them to think. They've distanced themselves socially from so many goddamn people that they're afraid that if they make one wrong move in the Trump cult, they won't have anybody to talk to. They're going to end up on my channel. The fucking border bill was put together by Lankford and Katie fucking Britt. Katie Britt was one of the people that authored the bill, and then she went on TV after the State of the Union and panned her own bill because Donald Trump told them to. That's an issue. You can't sit here and say that you want the border to be handled and then be okay with the fact that those people fucking voted no on the border being handled. People on the left were upset with Joe Biden for wanting to push through that legislation, and you still voted no on it. Just use your own goddamn brain. Use your own critical thinking to make a decision on something. Stop answering the question before the question's been asked. Jesus Christ. You can tell she's going to desecrate the flag. Yeah, extreme's bad on both sides, illiterate. Next time you come in here, come in with a question and not insulting me, and we'll have a good talk, buddy. I go after everybody. I fucking played a video the other day of a woman talking about how she won't vote for Trump, and I said she sounded like Katie Britt, okay? I'm here to tell you guys, get out of your fucking cults. Stop sitting there thinking that fucking Donald Trump is going to drain the swamp. He is the swamp. Vote on legislation. If you're going to tell me that you're going to vote on Trump vote for Trump based on his legislation, then show me the legislation that you think is better. Because when I'm voting for Biden, I'm voting for the CHIPS Act. I'm voting for American Recovery Act. I'm voting for the Infrastructure Act. I'm voting for the bipartisan gun control bills. Those are the things that I'm voting for. That's why I'm voting for Biden. Not because of Biden, not because Biden gives good speeches, although that fucking America owns the finish line, pretty amazing. No, I'm voting for him because of legislation, because I believe the next industrial revolution is AI and green energy. And you can fucking hate that as much as you want, but the rest of the goddamn world is going to move forward with green energy and AI, and if we don't, we'll be left the fuck behind. You think it's hard to sit here as the #1 fucking economy in the world with the highest GDP, with fucking amazing PPP, with CPI through the fucking roof, and yet you're sitting here and you're complaining about how bad you have it now? Well, imagine what the fuck's gonna happen when America falls behind because a bunch of fucking people want to take us back to the 1950s because they're scared of progress. Ask yourself, if the next industrial evolution or revolution is AI and green energy, do you want to be on the train when it takes off from the station, or do you want to be standing on the side complaining about that shit as it leaves? Every fucking day, I hear people talking about how Trump's going to drain the swamp. He is the swamp.
That I can't hardly bear to even think about is the border. I know anything else is going to be easy, but this is not going to be easy. There's too many of them in here, and
Pat,
we don't know
I'm
where they are.
fucking middle class.
Or what they look
he
like,
didn't kill the
or
middle
they're
class.
there's no
I've done
track.
amazing. Maybe
We
you
can't
haven't,
track 'em.
because maybe you're bad at
And
what you do.
Biden right now is protecting them. So he's got no business.
4 more
being
years of
where
Biden is
he
going to be
is, and Trump
amazing,
will fix
because
that.
I read legislation
gotta be
and I
sure
know
that they
what it
don't
looks
cheat
like.
and make it not possible for Trump to get in there.
Do you think they cheated last time?
Exactly,
I know
Gary.
they
It was
did.
bipartisan.
This
Thank
was
you.
the same kind of people, this much. that
Thank
was
you,
in
Angry Muppet.
20. It's the same build up and
Biden
the
is
same
not-
exciting excitement that you felt tonight.
He's honest and he wants what we want. We want to close the border.
Trump supporters, answer this. Is Donald Trump honest? Is he honest? Which Jesus, Pat? I need to know which Jesus you're talking about. I'm an entitled liberal fuck. Doctor, I don't claim gangs, buddy. I know that you claim gangs because you can't exist outside of your hive mind, but I'm just me, bro. I'm just an angry ginger that's tired of your shit. That's it. You guys gotta vote my poll, bro. Is it classic Jesus, Republican Jesus, or sweet baby Jesus? 15 years in one side. Yeah, exactly, woke. Exactly. God is delusion, Pat King. Literally. No billionaire is honest. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. Liberal, fucking Republican. You don't get to be a billionaire by being fucking honest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doctor, you're a moron. I just want you to understand that. I still love you, but you are a moron. More than my guy. Dude, that's the most what about fucking thing you've ever done in your life. Come on, illiterate. I had some fucking hope for you, and I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Neither candidates are honest. Trit, coming in. Thank you, Trit. Politicians aren't honest. Politicians aren't honest. Stop acting like Trump is different than any fucking politician. Jesus Christ. You guys fucking put Donald Trump on a pedestal. That's the most moronic thing you could have done. You could have picked fucking Andrew Yang. You could have picked Andrew Yang. Fuck. You could have picked, what's his name? Dean Phillips. You could have picked fucking Nikki Haley. Ron fucking High Heels DeSantis. Who did you pick? You picked Donald Trump. You're desperate. I get it. He pandered to you. He told you how much he loves you. He appreciates you. He held your hands. He made you feel good inside. And then he stole your fucking wallet. Do you know that corporation got tax cuts, permanent tax cuts under Donald Trump? You want to talk about when the middle class's tax cut expires? It's next year. It's next year. Because you know why? Donald Trump don't give a fuck about the middle class. And most of these politicians don't. And the only way that you're going to change that is by reading legislation and voting for people that actually want you to do well. Look, at the end of the day, nobody's going to do this shit because they love you or care for you. No, we live in capitalism. And in capitalism, what people care about is the economy and economics. When we talk about equality, when we talk about diversity, the reason they want that is because they want people to make more money, and they want people to spend more money, and they want the economy to do well because that makes it better for them. But if you think politicians are honest, and you think Donald Trump is fucking honest, then you lost your fucking mind. Joe Biden's made mistakes. One of the reasons I voted for Joe Biden is because Joe Biden stood up there on a debate stage, and when Donald Trump said, "You authored the 1995 or 1994 crime bill," he said, "Yeah, I did, and it was a mistake." You have to applaud people realizing their flaws. You have to encourage people and motivate people to learn from the past. But what you should definitely not be encouraging people or motivating people to do is to continue to take advantage of you. It's insanity. And Donald Trump will continue to take advantage of you as long as you will let him. Because he doesn't give a shit about you. Donald Trump cares about him because he loves him some him. At the end of the day, he don't give a fuck about you.
And 11,000 immigrants came in, and
so the border is an important issue to you. Would you
Gary,
support
I actually agree
a bill
with
in
that.
Congress
I
that gave
disagree with the
authority to
corporation
close the
tax
border
breaks that
at
Obama
his
gave.
whim?
Yes.
If there's a surge in immigrants, to say we're going to close that border crossing, and the president has the authority to do that?
sure.
Because that bill was just in Congress, and Donald Trump urged many members of Congress not to support such a bill. What would you say to Donald Trump about that?
I don't know. I'm sure he's got a better plan than just shutting the border. I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know what I would
do. That
do.
was literally his
plan. Kept the borders safe.
So the borders are important to you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the borders, yeah.
Would you like the president to have the power to close different...
Any Trump supporter in chat right now, tell me what the border bill included. Tell me what the border bill included. Fuck, it should be the easiest fucking thing that you do all day long, because all you have to do is fucking Google it. But I know all y'all motherfuckers are 55 and over, so there's no fucking way that you can Google it. That's why I asked you guys this shit. That's why I asked you guys this shit. So I know y'all too old to use your phone correctly, because my ass can't either. Let's go, Brandon. We're the smartest people. Jesus Christ. I should... Caitlin, 100%. And if our healthcare was better, I would. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can anybody? None of you. None of you can tell me shit about the border bill, can you? No. Trent, you're 35. I'm going 35 for you, Trent. 35. I think you're younger than me. Because we're close, though. I'm going 35 for you, Trent. So don't you fucking use Google. Cheater. Let's go, Brandon. 3 short grunts, crowd. Jesus Christ. You guys are just not very smart. Your boy Biden and one fart away from the grave. That's the dumbest shit you could possibly say. The dumbest shit. Actually, no. I've seen worse. 29! I was close, Trent. I was close. That's pretty close. Right? I was close. I don't... If I know anything about the Bible, that's the truth. You're just... I don't even know what you're talking about anymore, Pat. Jesus Christ. Somebody named Pat in my chat fucking quoting religious shit just makes so much sense. Tens of thousands of people for the border thing, but also I'm not a... Yeah. And he tried to fucking close it. He tried to close it. So all of you people complaining about Joe Biden using the immigration system to get votes. First of all, those people can't vote. Who was it the other day that literally got called out on that? Oh, Elon Musk during the Don Lemon interview. Those people can't vote. Elon Musk even had to, in that interview, had to admit to Don Lemon that he was being hyperbolic and that immigrants cannot vote. He had to backpedal and say, oh, well, actually, it's about the census and the electoral college and how this works. None of that shit even makes sense, because if you're actually from fucking California, you know that California has tons of fucking red districts. So it doesn't even make sense to say that you're putting immigrants into these cities to make them more fucking democratic. Do any of you fucking people know that most Mexicans are Catholic? How do you think Catholics vote? Do you think Catholics are big fucking Democrats? No, they're not. Spoiler alert! None of the shit you guys say makes sense. And if you thought about it for more than fucking 4 fucking seconds, you might be able to figure that out. But you're too busy circle jerking each other off to let's go Brandon chants to realize that you've never read a single fucking piece of legislation. You've never actually looked into a single thing that anybody has ever told you. All you do is regurgitate the same dumb shit that every other conservative that has ever came into my chat regurgitates. That's it. Wake the fuck up. Go read a fucking book and then come back and talk to me. At the end of the fucking day, you want to know something? You want to know what I got right here? You want to see what I got here? Every one of you needs to read that goddamn book. Buying Trump's True Social Stocks. You know how dumb that is? Do you know where that Trump stock is going? Do you really think a social platform that has 450,000 active users a day, or a month, is worth 25% of Twitter? Do you think that Twitter, that has 75 million active users a month, or Facebook that has 140 million active users a month? No, but your dumbasses are going to buy his stock because he told you to. You got a Bible, you got an NFT, you got some gold shoes that look like shit. And then you bought his stock. Once again, what do you think? When he dumps that stock and you're left holding the bag and it's worth $2, because that's what economists actually value it at, is around $2 to $3. And it's dropped 21% since yesterday. It's going to keep dropping. You know why? Because the people on Wall Street are taking advantage of you just like Trump is. Because you don't play that game unless you read a book like this. Unless you learn about charts. Unless you learn about shorts and options and puts. Don't be a sucker. Stop letting the dude take your money. Stop letting the dude take your money. Meme stock. Exactly, Leandro. You know who bought Trump stocks? People that say dumb shit. Like, stonks just go up. Diamond hands. Apes stronger together. That's who buys stocks like that. Look, when the GameStop stock thing happened, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was amazing. Watching a bunch of rich fucks just like absolutely lose their goddamn minds because a bunch of fucking kids got together and used their stimulus money to just offset their fucking game. It was hilarious. But then people kept doing it. And 3 fucking kids actually got in trouble for taking you guys to the cleaners. They made hundreds of millions of dollars off of you guys by getting you into their fucking Discord and convincing you that you were smart, getting you guys to buy stocks and then pumping and dumping on your ass, just like Trump does. There's a fucking problem with America when you're willing to buy a Bible from a dude who's not a Christian. Gold shoes for $400 when you complain about the economy. NFTs when we all know they're a scam. And you still went out and bought Donald Trump's True Social stock for potentially 100 times its value. Look into this shit. None of you can talk about any of this because none of you actually know anything about it. You're just being fed this shit. And you're just eating it up, swallowing it whole, just like Donald Trump's cock. They're not communist. Jesus Christ, illiterate. Stop using the word communist. You don't know what the fuck communism is. Read a book. Read a book. You don't know what communism is. Beta! I'm a gay dude for you, motivational. I'm not closeted, bro. I'm 100% out in the open. Me, you on the bottom, just taking that power D. You know what I'm saying? Screaming back how much you love sweet baby Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where are these magical... Okay, no one better be talking about trafficked children in the fucking... I'm not perverted, I'm gay, bro. For you. Only you, though, motivational. Nobody else, bro. Just you. You want to go on a date, big dog? Me and you. I'll pay for it since I'm going to be the man in the relationship. Thank you for praying for me. It's not going to do shit, but I do take it. Sneakers and Bibles. Thanks, motivational. I appreciate you. I love that your name's motivational. What friends outside the U.S. do I have? Dude, I have hundreds. I have thousands. The fuck do you think all these people following me are? I have 6,500 followers. I don't know who you're even talking to. Some of you guys just catch strays from me. I'm lost. Bro, I know right where the fuck I am. I got GPS. I got GPS, motivational. There's no way I could be lost. Holy shit. You know he's a bottom, Aaron. You know he's a bottom. That's that beta right there. Came straight from Mount Olympus. Trump supporters as dumb as they come. Thank you. I'm raising my kids to know people like you are fucking a waste of air that should go and apologize to a hard-working tree, bud. I am a bald white man, and I do see what you're saying, Clean. It's hard being a bald white dude. People be judging you. The sticky Trump Bibles. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. I'm the most spiritual. I'm Irish, motherfucker. We are the best. Take your poll down. Jesus is fake. I should have added Jesus. I'm sorry, David. But you got to pick one, David. Look, sweet baby Jesus is the best Jesus. And we all know that. All right. Anyways, I can't just yell at you guys the whole fucking thing. It's fucking amazing and stuff. I have lots of black friends, KU. Just so you know, I grew up in the fucking ghetto. A place you would never make it more than 5 seconds in, dog.
Border crossing at his whim to close it whenever he wanted.
You wouldn't survive half a fucking second where I grew up,
There was a bill in Congress recently that Donald Trump had people
stop soy raging!
Not support. It was a bipartisan
bill.
Fuck
yeah, I grew up in the ghetto.
The
fuck you think we call it?
Border crossings.
White boy shit.
That he urged white boy shit.
No, because I know that he can handle.
Poser!
He's handled it before, and I know that
soy
once
boy!
He gets back in
God, I love you guys.
He can.
I fucking love you
bring
guys.
back the policies that we did have, and hopefully get control over the border.
Don't forget to subscribe, you hater asses.
And what about immigration? Is that an important issue for you?
Oh Christ!
Absolutely.
Please subscribe.
Because the border
Please
is
keep
being
coming
flooded
back. This
right
is
now.
amazing.
So we actually do need to cut that back a little bit. So
Bro,
that
you
we
just
can
talk
take
shit
care of
about gay
that
people
are
and you're
here
telling
in this
people to
country
fucking
right
set
now.
an example.
There was a
Shut the
bipartisan
fuck up.
bill in Congress
Stupidest
that did
people
cut
on
that,
earth.
that also gave the
Holy
president the power to shut down specific border crossings at their whim. Well, would you support that?
Anything that stops this flood of migrants right now is just too much.
Because the U.S. Congress just had a bill, an immigration bill, and Donald Trump, who's not in office now, was trying to urge members of his party not to support it, even though it did what I just said. What do you think about that? And would you like to tell Trump to actually support it?
This is every
That's
Trump supporter.
what you were saying you wanted.
All I have to say is build that wall. That's all I have to say about that.
Is the border an important...
That's literally you guys. That's you guys, MAGA. That's y'all right there. What do you have to say about this? The Republicans tried to pass a bill to close the border. Not Joe Biden. The Republicans did. Joe Biden approved it. How do you feel about that? Build that wall. 3 short grunts. 3 short grunts. 3 short grunts. Like, that's all y'all got. Y'all are literally the easiest controlled people of all time. And every time I say this, when you get out the call, I'll give you a hug. Come on back. Come on back to sanity. come on back, because you are Americans. At the end of the day, we all wander off the path. Motivational's had a lot of wandering off the path. Let's be honest. Motivational is probably so drunk right now, wandering all over the path, talking about like I'm lost, he's lost. Thank you, Andy. Subscribe, please. Please come back, all of you motherfuckers. I love the people that talk shit too. I love talking shit. Come on back. This is what I do. Whether it's real life, whether it's on the internet, I talk lots of shit. That's what I do. But can you sit here, Trump supporters, this is your chance. When he tells her that the Republicans tried to pass a border bill and Republicans stood up and said, no, thank you, because it's an election year, that's bad for America. And then her fucking response to it was build that wall. That is fucking hypocritical. Literally, Joe Biden was actually trying to continue building the wall. As much as progressives, as much as the left didn't want him to. He was trying to continue building the wall, and you guys said no. Do you not see the literal fucking illness that you're dealing with every day of the week? He wanted to continue building the wall. He told people he was going to start doing it again, and the left got upset, and you guys told him stop. Holy shit. It's so funny. Jesus Christ. Trump does hate America.
It's the most important issue.
Trump hates
you.
Of our Trump hates me.
Yes.
Trump loves him some him.
Gave the president power to shut off different border crossings as the surges were happening.
Build the wall.
Build
the wall.
Congress is never going to do that.
Jesus Christ.
Congress just had a bill that would have given the president power for that. No.
Oh,
the Congress had a bill that's codified 5,000 illegal aliens a day. That's not border security.
So there's no middle ground then. It's either all or nothing in your or nothing in your take.
I believe the Democrats want 10 million more votes, and they'll get them at the next census with all these illegal aliens.
This dude doesn't know what any of that means. He doesn't know what any of that means. That doesn't even fucking make sense. Immigrants can't vote. And then he says the census. You know why? Because he's on fucking X looking at Elon Musk tweets, which Elon Musk couldn't even properly fucking explain what he was meaning when he was making those tweets. You know why? Because Elon Musk is just one fucking link in the chain of moronic fucking dumb shit that people continue to share. And I've told you guys this a million fucking times. I'm not just saying this on the right. There's shit on the left that's just as fucking bad. People need to do a better job of getting out and fucking looking at legislation. All these people that are deciding they're not going to vote for Joe Biden on the left because they don't like this or they don't like that or he's too fucking old, whatever. Fucking go read legislation. Make your decision based off of what actually got done and what didn't get done. I don't give a shit what Trump did. Go fucking get it, bring it out, show it to everybody. Let's see, let's compare. Because I feel pretty fucking confident that Joe Biden's legislation is a million fucking times better than Donald Trump's. And I can tell you that with confidence because I've read fucking Donald Trump's legislation. I know the things he did good better than you do. You guys can't even fucking bring up one fucking thing that Donald Trump did well, and I can bring up 5. Because you don't even know who you're voting for. All you see is orange fucking Jesus that tells you whatever you want to hear. He feeds you with hate. He feeds you with anger. He feeds you with vitriol. And that just makes your little heart sore. It makes you feel good. Because for all that time, you wanted to say mean shit about gay people. You wanted to say mean shit about LGBT people. You wanted to say mean shit about minorities, immigrants coming across the border. You don't want to ever accept that your way of life depends on those people. We all depend on each other. 40% of America is conservative. 60% is progressive. At the end of the day, if every progressive got up and went out and voted, y'all would be fucked. So you should be happy that there's people like me out there that are saying that you get a voice, that you get to be here and have a place at the table, Because if every Democrat got together and voted, they outnumber you 60-40. Easy. You don't believe me? Go look that shit up. Go look it up. Trump is scamming you. Thank you, HS. Jesus Christ, he's still talking. Motivational. You are I love that people come in here and they talk about how much they hate the shit that I talk about, and then they just hang out. They just come in here and they just listen to me. They love this shit. I'm telling you, they're masochists. Trump is king. That's your boy right there, Tommy. That's what you guys believe, that Trump should be a king. That's fucking insane. Insane that you guys think that Trump should be king. Insane. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, but I don't want a king. I don't want a autocrat. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like Donald Trump. 3 short grunts. 3 short grunts. 3 short grunts. Oh, you guys are such clowns. I love you guys, though. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, we're all Americans. You come in here, we're going to talk shit to each other. That's how it works. Subscribe. Y'all want to come in here and talk shit? Come in here and talk shit to me. I don't care. Just be nice. Don't say anything about human trafficking. Don't say some shit about people hurting themselves. And that's how the world works. Why are they here? They can't leave. They fucking, this is the only people that'll talk to them, Julian. They ain't got no family. They ain't got no friends no more. The people at the job think they're awkward. It won't stop talking about how much they want to jerk off Donald Trump. That's some weird shit to be talking about at work, too, just so you guys... Big A, you're back! Big A's back. Look at you. Y'all motherfuckers talk about how much you hate me and how you think I'm all these bad things, and then you guys come back over and over again. You love me. You love me. You like being here. It makes you feel good to be here. You know why? Because I'm from the trailer park. And you guys can feel that energy. Oh, man. What up, Oni? Oni's back. Okay. Motivational. I told you, dude. I said don't fucking talk about children like that. Goodbye, bitch. We don't talk about children. We don't talk about children. I'm going to say this one more fucking time. I don't know why I have to tell you guys that you should fucking be able... I don't give a shit how fucking much of a shit human being you are. Don't talk about children. Don't talk about harming children. Don't talk about sexualizing children. Stop that shit. We should all agree on that. We should all be able to agree on that. Trump supporters, do you agree that talking about the sexualization of children is fucking wrong? Trans do it all day. No. No, they don't. You guys talk about trans people more than trans people talk about trans people. Jesus Christ. Do not talk about children. Don't talk about children. I will fucking ban you. Yeah, Big A, we disagree, right, bro? Or whatever you are. I don't even think about gender anymore on the fucking internets. You guys are what you are. It's sick as fuck. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Here you go, guys. Look at us. We're finding a fucking middle ground. All right. And doctor. Bye-bye, bud. Look, how hard is this, guys? It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard, guys. It shouldn't be fucking hard. Keep fucking... You guys say shit about children, I'll ban you all fucking day. All day. You suck. Hey, it's I Hate to Poop. Welcome back, buddy. Kamala 2024. Now you're really trying to trigger him, huh? I didn't see it clean. I don't know. Type that shit again. Look, if you guys want me to see your shit, super chat, okay? The fucking chat's moving, all right? It's moving. So fucking, you want me to see your shit, super chat. It costs like $1. If you don't want me to see it, then you're gonna have to deal with the fact that I might not see it, all right? That's how it works. I do love you guys, and I do appreciate you guys. I want to watch this shit because how do you guys feel? Trump supporters, conservatives. Trent, are you there, Trent? If you're there, I want to know something. I want to know, how do you guys feel about Candace Owens? How do you feel about her leaving the Daily Wire? How do you feel? I want a Jasmine Sherman. I don't even know who that is, but I'd vote for her because she got a good name. See how that works? I just went straight Trump supporter. Fucking got a good name. I'll vote for that person. No, I don't see... Hold on. We're going to answer Conquistador. First of all, nice name, Conquistador. Don't I see how Biden versus Trump crap is just a division tactic? No. That is like this fucking thing that people are doing nowadays that drives me fucking nuts. I used to do that shit too, Conquistador. God, I'm going to have so much fun saying your name. Oh, Christ. That's one of the worst fucking mentalities that we can have. Is that this is all about dividing us, bro. It's about this versus that. The real fucking issue with our society right now is that we vote against our own fucking interests. And then when we don't vote, we make it even worse. You should look at real legislation and see what benefits you and benefits the people around you and vote for those things regardless of what fucking political group they are. This like idea that it's all about dividing and conquering us and all that shit, that's only true in the way of saying that fucking rich people will continue to keep us where we are through capitalism. That has nothing to do with the political parties. Because when you look at legislation that doesn't bear out, when you look at the left and their legislation, all of that shit is encouraging equality. All of that shit is an attempt to tax fucking wealthy people other than specific Obama tax cuts. I'm not saying anybody's fucking perfect. And when you look at the right, I'll even give you this. The right is just about cutting administration. They don't want government. They want to get rid of shit. They want fucking... There are clear differences between conservative ideologies and democratic ideologies. And then when you get further into Trumpian or, far left or progressive, if you want to call it progressive, socialist ideals, there's a lot of differences in all that shit. And you should be spending time actually educating yourself to those things rather than saying things like it's just to keep us divided. That is not helpful. Thank you for whoever super chatted. Keep speaking the truth. I served under 2 different presidents. Trump was the fucking worst, especially when I left the Army and worked for the VA. Thank you, Arian. Thank you. I appreciate that. At the fucking end of the... Look, man, my whole family is military, right? But I'm anti-war. Right? Like, you got to have this ability to critically think. You got to be able to look at shit and say the last thing I ever wanted in my life was somebody like Arian not to come back and fucking see his family, or my uncle to not come back, or my grandfather. My grandfather took shrapnel in the fucking head, dragging a dude across the killing field in Vietnam. And you want to know the craziest fucking thing about that story? He received a bronze star for that shit, and he didn't tell anybody about it, and he supported the government. And then when we opened his shit after he died, we found poems and shit that were against the war. We found poems and shit that said he didn't want to be there. Because one of the things people don't understand about war is how fucking bad it is and what it does to people. And at the end of the day, when you have a person making decisions, whether it's Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Barack Obama or George Bush, we want to do the best that we can for the people in the military to provide them with a person that is going to take care of them. And you can't do that by just fucking saying hyperbolic bullshit that you heard on Fox News or CNN. The only way that you can make that decision, truly make that decision, is to get out and fucking read legislation. Read what they passed. Look, all that shit's readily fucking available in this day and age. And at the end of the day, if you can prove to me that fucking Donald Trump is doing a better job than Joe Biden, and that's why you're voting for him, then I'm going to go, hey, good for you. High fucking five. Way to do the work. Way to get out there and have a good fucking reason. You want to know who I'm shitting on when I'm shitting on people here? It's people that don't actually know shit about what they're talking about. It's about people that don't actually engage in actually educating and learning about these things. That's who I'm shitting on. If it just so happens that 95% of Trump supporters are those fucking people, then that should tell you something. I can't understand this shit. I can't understand it. Thank you, Arian. I appreciate that, and thank you for your service, man. I have absolute fucking love for the military, and it's insane for me to see the right go the fucking way that they have. It's insane. One of the things that I used to shit on Democrats about was the Vietnam War. I used to shit on Democrats about the way that they protested the war. I wasn't alive for that shit. But I'm not in support of war. But at the same time, I'm definitely not fucking in support of people shitting on people that just came back from something. That they signed up for it, sure. But did they make that decision? Did they fucking decide to invade Vietnam or go fight in Vietnam? No, they didn't. And I used to shit on them for that. And now what we have is fucking the right wing shitting on John McCain. On John McCain, a prisoner of war. And you shit on him because he's bipartisan. Because he's willing to do for America what every single fucking politician should be willing to do, and that's reach across the aisle to somebody that disagrees with them and come up with a plan that works for all Americans. And you guys shit on John McCain. Republicans, Trump supporters, you're sitting there right fucking now. Say it. Say, I support John McCain. Say, I support the troops. I support people that have signed up to protect my right to sit on YouTube and talk shit to an angry ginger. I like John McCain. There you go. There's Zeras. He's a neocon. He's a rhino. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what a fucking rhino is. You are a rhino. When the fucking Trump supporters say Republican in name only, they mean themselves. Because you don't have conservative values. You don't fucking have conservative values. You have Trump supporter values. When I shit on Trump supporters in the right, I mean you guys. Fucking people that actually fucking are conservatives can have an actual talk. They can actually talk about shit. McCain was an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Holy shit. What's my opinion on Puff Daddy? Dude, fuck Puff Daddy. Hey, everybody gets their day in court, but I'm a Tupac fan, bro. I'm West Coast for life, motherfucker. I'm from California. I'm like, Diddy did that shit. I'm coming here thinking you're going to see some Diddy support. Like, I get Biggie some love, though. I love Biggie. Biggie was dope. Biggie had lyrics like no other. Have you guys ever seen that Biggie video when he was fucking 16 years old on the corner rapping? That dude was fucking amazing, man. But Diddy, fuck Diddy. All Diddy ever did was fucking get on the track and go, yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? That was Diddy's whole fucking career. And apparently maybe he has some light human trafficking. Allegedly. You think Diddy's going over there to hang out with Andrew Tate? You think Andrew Tate and Diddy are going to be, roommates? Okay. Jesus Christ. How many times do I have to tell you guys? Don't talk about children. Bye, Dr. Idiot. Don't talk about children. Is it like this ban button's just getting used all day long? Y'all are just going to keep getting fucked. Don't talk about children. Jesus Christ. I don't. Oh, here we go. Larry, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Sorry, buddy. Conquistador. Go actually like look into this shit, man. I'm telling you. I was just like you at one point. I'm just like you. I gave Larry a chance, and Larry just came back. Like, Larry came back so hard. Bye, Larry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking Jared. All right, let's watch some more videos. I can't sit here and just talk shit the whole time. I'm going to lose my voice. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget. Vote for John Pedora, Tommy Brown. Fucking, you better vote for John.
Everyone is able to say what they want. Nobody ever comes to me and says, you can't say X. Nobody ever says that to Walsh. And no one ever said that to Candace. But the reality is that there is an Overton window at the Daily Wire.
Ben Shapiro twisted himself into a logic pretzel the other day when he was interviewed by cultural critic and arbiter of ideas Dave Rubin, who apparently still is doing his thing. He has a YouTube channel. His content, I never come across it anywhere anymore. But
just
apparently
really,
Dave Rubin is still doing it.
I'm telling
Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire recently parted ways with Candace
Don't watch
Owens.
videos.
It
Don't
wasn't
listen to your
clear
favorite
whether
influencer.
it was a resignation, a forced resignation, or a
go
firing.
look up
the
real
understood
shit, man. Don't listen to me.
reason
Don't
for
listen
it
to other
is
people.
that Candace Owens has been
Use your own
saying things
brain.
about the Israeli-Hamas conflict that are not
And if
in
that makes you
line
independent, still
with
good for
most
you.
of what you hear at the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro has made clear, even though he's a founder, he is not involved in hiring and firing, but here he is not talking about it and then talking about it.
What do you
with
think
Dave
Trump
Rubin,
supporters
and he
about
says something
Candace
super
getting the
interesting.
boot?
You've got to pay close attention to the vocabulary.
Later,
and
Oni.
exactly what he's saying.
Appreciate you.
See if you
Thanks
can
for
pick
coming
it up.
in.
All right, so let's do the elephant in the room for just a moment, because I saw you this week on Piers Morgan. He asked you repeatedly
Don't forget
about
to sub,
Candace. You repeatedly basically said
I won't talk about
don't
that.
want to talk
I'll say
about
that here too.
Yeah, and that's fine. And
Lil
you know,
bro.
it's interesting because we all sort of came up together to different extents, and we've all done a million things together in public events and networks and all of those
No
things.
Diddy.
It seems to me that at this moment, she's now a free agent. She happened to end up on Locals, which I created, and we're a platform, not a publisher that you guys are. Can you at least talk to just sort of where it's at now? She's not with you. She's free.
She's free to do whatever she wants to do, and to be wherever she wants to be. And the difference between a publisher like the Daily Wire and a platform like Locals is obviously that a platform should have a very broad range of speech that it allows, including speech that maybe even the creators don't believe is inside what they would consider to be the Overton window. It's a very different thing than direct subsidization.
What do you guys think? You think Ben Shapiro? Do you think Ben Shapiro fucking dropped Candace's ass over the Israel Hamas stuff? What do you guys think? Because I know that you guys are in here right now. You got some Trump supporters. You got some conservatives. You got some independents. You got all the Democrats and liberals in here too. What do you guys think about Candace Owens getting dropped? DEI? That was like opposite DEI, I think. Reverse DEI? Like, I'm 100% of Ben Shapiro. Like, Ben Shapiro went home. Like, he started complaining about WAP. First he started complaining about WAP. That led to Candace Owens. And he's like talking to his wife, and he's like, I'm gonna fire her ass. That's what I think happened. That's what I'm going for. That's what I think happened. Okay, well, I don't even know what all that means, Skoidat, but welcome. Welcome.
Of particular opinions.
No, of course it doesn't matter.
The Daily Wire
Beef the
would
door.
not
This
have
is this is drama
a host, would not
farming.
pay a host
This
who
is just
was
drama
staunchly
farming.
pro-abortion.
100%
Would have no obligation
Beef
to
the
pay a
door.
host who is staunchly pro-abortion.
You gotta
And so
laugh.
When it
You
comes
gotta
to
have some fun.
the hosts on the Daily Wire, obviously everyone is able to say what they want. Nobody ever comes to me and says you can't say X. Nobody ever says that to Walsh, and no one ever said that to Candace. But the reality is that there is an Overton window at the Daily Wire. Obviously, there was a non-meeting of the minds.
Okay, what is an Overton window? Somebody help me out with that. What the fuck is an Overton window? While you guys Google that for me, I just want to point out how weird this is that we live in a day and age where you got a dude watching another dude. wait. You got a dude watching another dude talk to a dude. No Diddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. You just posted it? What is it? Oh, Jesus. Is it somewhere in here? Christ. I can't find it. What did you post it in Discord or something? Fuck, I need help. I'm old. I'm old. You guys gotta help me. Looks like the moving the goalposts. Spectrum of ideas on public policy and social issues considered acceptable by the general public at any given time. Okay, spectrum of ideas on public policy and social considered acceptable. Oh, okay, at a given time. Wow, that's a weird fucking way to say that. There's an Overton window here at the Daily Wire? So he's like, is he literally saying that she disagreed, so fuck her? Yeah, I got the Lincoln Project queued up.
That's pretty much all I can
we'll
say
watch
on
it
this.
in a minute.
Am I the only one realizing this incredible? It's in the same, it's not even like a couple minutes apart. It's not even 30 seconds apart. In the same sentence, he's saying, at the Daily Wire, everyone can say whatever they want. You're allowed to say whatever you want. No one tells you what to say. But obviously, there are certain things where if you say, you won't work here.
Yeah. Thank you,
sort of
David.
Like
David Pakman has to like explain it to me like I'm 5 years old.
Be allowed to say it, but then you'll be fired. So
don't forget
what
to sub,
exactly
guys.
Now, if I am super charitable, I get what he's saying.
Raylan, there's like a million fucking comments.
Remember the Russian
I'm from the trailer park. I don't read
when it was
fast,
on in the
buddy.
United States.
Jesus
the RT
Christ.
hosts would always say,
I mean, I do have
no
a
one
wall
ever
of books
comes to
next
me
to
and tells me you're allowed to say this or you're not allowed to say that. You can talk this
Raylan,
way about
fucking
Putin, but
super
not that
chat,
way
and I'll
about
answer
Putin.
whatever you want
and
me
of course,
to, bud.
we understand, right?
It costs
no
$1,
one
you
needs
broke
to come
ass.
to you and say that because you've been selected, you've been hired. You only
Conservative
work there
DEI.
because they know you're the type of person who's going to say the things they want people saying. Now, on the Daily Wire, it obviously went haywire with Candace Owens, and so Ben Shapiro is in this weird way saying, "There's full freedom of speech here. We don't tell anyone."
Dude, I watched the Destiny Candace Owens debate because I thought that I was like, I don't know, I've never really seen Candace Owens not on camera, right? Not reading off of a script or whatever. So I was like, I don't know, maybe she's like a crazy good debater or something. That was the hardest fucking thing to watch I've ever seen in my life. Candace Owens, I hate to say this, but Candace Owens is not a very smart person. Like, I thought she was going to be way better than that. Apparently, some people can just read off a script and look amazing. Or she don't really even look that amazing, but I mean, like, actually, like, competent. Because I was not impressed. It was cringy as fuck. Like, I could not believe that. Look, guys, here it is. At the end of the day, I don't tend to judge people based off of their conservative or liberal on their abilities to debate or their education to certain topics and stuff like that. I just want to watch the thing and see how good you are at something. And that shit was straight up fucking cringe, dude. It was terrible. It was like I needed like some therapy afterwards. I like called my therapist, which I don't actually have one. So it's just me talking to myself or you guys actually. But it was terrible. Yeah, you guys agree that shit was just bad? Yeah, you had to watch it. You turned it off too, Jeremy? Yeah. Super annoying. Didn't make like any fucking like actual points. Like it was fucking terrible. Illiterate. You liked the Candace Owens ones, didn't you? I'm being racist right now? Why has it got to be about racism? I sit here and tell the left to stop calling people racist, and what happens? Clean comes on here and represents the conservatives and starts calling me racist. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, she makes you can't stand her. She's fucking annoying. That's not racist. Like Dennis Miller said, Clean, I don't hate people based on race. There's so many other reasons to think people are assholes.
Anyone what to say.
Word
but we
salad,
do fire
yeah.
you if you say things we don't like. We let you say it, and then we tell you that's outside of our Overton window, and then you're no longer going to be able to work here. So
That's
it would
funny.
be less
Sorry, sometimes you got to
pathetic
explain the joke to me.
if he was able to present it in a more honest way, and the entire framework of I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, but you're allowed to say whatever you want, but if you say things outside of the Overton window, you're not going to work here.
Yeah.
And there was definitely not a meeting of the minds when
I
it
just
came
learned
to
this
issue.
word,
Let's listen
so maybe
to just
I
a
don't
little
know,
bit more here
but-
now with this context.
And, you know, a lot of this has happened publicly, but you know, to the extent that the Daily Wire is in fact not
Look
a
at
publisher,
Lil Bro go.
that is in fact not a platform, it is a
Lil
publisher,
Bro.
that means that there is no moral obligation for the Daily, and there's no free speech problem with the Daily Wire saying we don't wish to pay a particular host, or that host saying I don't wish to work here anymore, because again, there's a parting of the ways that you know, is not really open for discussion.
So listen, he's absolutely right about that last part, and I don't know that.
All right, forget David Pakman's. He's trying to do this in a real smart way, and I don't know if I can get with that. We just need to make fun of Ben Shapiro, David Pakman. We're here to make fun of Ben Shapiro, David Pakman. I don't like try and like fucking get into what he's trying to say and stuff. Can we just point out that Ben Shapiro trying to explain shit like this is hilarious to watch? It's like he's talking to HR. It's like he's in HR right now, and he's like, "No, okay, so I understand that, like, there's rules against me firing her, but actually also, like, she kind of quit, so that's kind of what it happened. And also, like, if you take in the Overton window, but also, like, we're very free speech. Also, fucking libertarians, this is exactly what I'm saying. When you guys, when I say you're not actually libertarian, because I, too, thought I was a libertarian for, like, 2 fucking years. Turns out there's no such thing as a libertarian. You're all fucking hypocrites. Every time that somebody says they're libertarian, they end up being not libertarian. Because everybody likes to talk about how they're for total freedom as long as it doesn't hurt me. And then the fucking moment somebody does something that's like adjacent to something that you're doing in your freedoms, you're like, I don't like that shit. Somebody regulate it or I will. Oh, fuck, I love it. Yeah, he's speaking really slow on this, Jeremy. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's talking to HR right now. Good God. I love this shit. I appreciate you guys. All right. This Ben Shapiro ruins everything. None of the above, Brian? You don't like sweet baby Jesus? Sweet 6-pound, 4-ounce baby Jesus? Okay. Hold on. Let's watch this Lincoln Project, because there is no hate like Republican on Republican hate. Right now, Republicans, can you guys just admit right now that your party's pretty messed up? Can you guys agree that you guys need some kind of intervention, right? Like, you guys need, like, Jesus. Wouldn't this be, like, the prime time for Jesus to come back and tell you guys to get your shit together? I think that this would be, like, the most optimal situation for Jesus to walk into the Republican Party right now in the middle of fucking everybody and be like, all right, guys, the fuck are we doing? You guys are supposed to be following me, and all you guys are doing is shitting on each other. I just saw that, what was it? Is it McCarthy? Is McCarthy putting up big money, or obviously fundraises, to get Good booted from Virginia right now? Isn't that what I saw earlier today? Is that they're running another Republican against him in the primaries to try and get Good booted, because Good is the head of the Freedom Caucus? Democrat, what are we talking about wars for? I mean, am I talking about wars right now? Clean? I don't, like, you guys have such a hard time staying on topic. Raskin AOC 2024. Goddamn right, woke. Trigger the fuck out of them. Yeah, Trump has a chance to win. There's enough dumb motherfuckers out there. There's definitely a chance he can win. Fuck. No, he's not going to win an extra. I mean, you can jerk off to your fucking doomer fantasy all you want, but it's not going to happen, bud. Trump's life history book will be called The Vagina Diary. I know I'm like missing somebody's comment right now, and somebody's getting butthurt. Fucking, what was his name? The guy that was complaining last time? Super chat, you cheap motherfucker. Put $1 on it, and I answer any question you want. There we go. Candace has 0 ideas about being an average black woman in America. I feel that. I feel that. You're saying that our party is fucked, but your pod... Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not the question, Clean. I like how you use whataboutism. You love how these motherfuckers go straight to what about. Like, I say that your party is fucked up right now. Like, I'm clearly talking about that it's fractured, and that you literally have people in your party removing the head of the house over and over again. You've reduced the number of fucking seats that you have as an advantage down to 1 in Congress right now. And what do you say? Well, the Democrats are in 2 wars right now. That's whataboutism. Fucking answer the fucking question, Clean. Jesus Christ. You guys are so bad at this. Although you do trigger the other people in there. I am clarifying. Wait, what am I clarifying? It's funny. It's a given that living amongst blacks is a horrible experience, so horrible that you survive just being around them. I was in the ghetto, Clean, okay? I was around white people and black people and Mexican people and fucking Arab people. Let's see, Laotians, Cambodians. In the ghetto, we don't have the same shit y'all got, motherfucker. We actually, like, care about each other and know that, like, diversity's fucking good. Because when you're in a gang, you need, like, people from all the different fucking races. So that way you can be represented. Because DEI is actually in gangs now, too. Also, just so you know. Thanks, Joe Biden! Last time I was in the Mid-City Crips, we didn't have enough Mexicans, so we couldn't do our gang. Okay? Jesus Christ. Fucking, you think there's just black people in the ghetto? Jesus Christ. Mostly white in my ghetto? Yeah, exactly, Candace. Ghettos are fucking diverse. Okay? These people out here just, like, talking about walking on eggshells. You think I'm walking on eggshells? Holy shit. What is walking on eggshells like? Christ. Oh, fuck, I love you. You're my favorite right now. Oh, you mean minorities are. Minorities are... I don't fucking know what you're saying anymore, Clean. Alright, we gotta watch a video, because I think me and Clean have lost the narrative.
Donald, why won't they help you? No one is coming. They're leaving you out in the cold. You have no
What
one.
is this shit?
Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis say they're out of the race. They dragged you
What is this
publicly,
shit?
but they keep winning votes in the primaries.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Trying. Votes you wanted. Votes you
This shit's
deserve.
creepy.
You built this movement.
Yeah,
Their
he
voters
did.
just don't like you. Are they embarrassed by you? More than 20% say anybody but Donald. Sounds like your dad. Does it hurt your feelings? Of course it does.
But tick, tick, tick.
Shouldn't you stop them?
Is the disgrace, twice impeached, 4 times indicted ex-president.
Of course
Oh,
you should. They're counting on you being too weak. You are. Too tired. You are. Too old. The sun is setting. The old Trump would have punished them. Where is Teflon Don? But that's not you anymore, is it? It's all coming to an end.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of creepy. But really fucking funny. This is your own party! This is your own party, Republicans! It's from fucking the Lincoln Project. You guys know that the Lincoln Project is Republican, right? I wonder if Republicans even realize that. That the Lincoln Project is a Republican-funded fucking campaign. Do you guys realize that? Do you guys know that the Lincoln Project is your own people and they're just shitting on themselves? This is hilarious. This generation is... You think... Which generation are you talking about? All the people in my chat are old. All the Trump supporters are like 55 plus. Easy. Look, at the end of the day, there are people in the Proud Boys that are definitely white supremacists. I'm not saying all Proud Boys are white supremacists. I'm saying all white supremacists are about Proud Boys. Oh, shit. I grew up with skinheads, dude. I fucking grew up with fucking Nazi lowriders, Supreme White Power, White Pride, 2388, Peckerwoods, and Featherwoods. Believe me, I know what a fucking racist looks like. I just want to point out this isn't my choice. All right? Fucking, I blame it on my children and COVID. That's why I don't have any hair left, okay? Jesus. I know that he's not white, or fuck, I just said, I said not all Proud Boys. Well, also, hold on. I just pointed out, do you know who the Nazi lowriders are, illiterate? I know you can't read because that's your name, but do you know who the Nazi lowriders are? Go look up the Nazi lowriders, okay? All right? And then let me know what the Nazi lowriders are. Because you do realize that there are literally Mexicans that put fucking swastikas on themselves. My mom is kind of a lowrider. She is kind of a Nazi, too. My mom's from Texas. She's definitely racist. My mom is 100% racist. She says things like, I'm not racist, but... Well, you remember that shit with that Mexican dude that shot up that Texas fucking mall? And Tim Pool was like, how could he possibly be a skinhead? He has a gigantic ass swastika on his chest, and he's like, obviously it's a government psyop. I'm like, bro, you've never grown up with this shit. I understand. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe, dog. But that shit's real, guys. Look up Nazi lowriders. They're from Oildale, California, okay? Also, in There Will Be Blood, if you've ever seen the Daniel Day-Lewis movie, There Will Be Blood, that's where the Nazi lowriders come from. Everyone is a Nazi? I think that that's a little bit of a blanket statement, Big A. I think that maybe, just maybe, you might be trivializing the word Nazi. Your dad had one, Candace? Holy shit. I used to play football, so we go to this park in the middle of Bakersfield. We play with this dude. His name was Bear, right? And this motherfucker, I shit you not, had a swastika from here to here, dude. This swastika was like fucking like this. And let me tell you, that was one big ass fucking, what was that, American History X looking motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now, dude. Like, fucking tackling that motherfucker, that was hard. And also, like, I hung out with all the black dudes, so I was not accepted. That's the problem with being a ginger. You see, problem with being a ginger is white people don't like you either. I can't say your name, Job Matas. Your grandpa was a meth dealer in Bakersfield. Dude, my sister probably bought from him. Nazis in Idaho. Yeah, talk to Fatty about Nazis in Idaho. Yeah, he knows all about it. My man knows a little too much about it. I can tell you that right fucking now. Like, I've seen, like, people don't understand. You don't understand. I've seen real fucking racism in my life, man. Like, people will talk about shit like that, like, they're all punch racists in the face. It's like, bro, that's what we grew up doing, okay? Like, my best friend was half black. His mom was a fucking Hell's Angel, and his dad was killed in a fucking gang-related shooting when he was like 5 years old. Like, people don't understand what real life looks like down on that level. And then people like Tim Pool try to, like, actually talk about that stuff. They try to talk about, like, how fucking, you know, things like this don't exist. Like, fucking go stay in the fucking ghetto for a bit, big guy. See what it actually looks like living like that. Like, for 100%, like learn what it's like to be down there with the rest of those people. Like, it's a different fucking place, guys. It's a different fucking place. So who does America really belong to? Which race? Native fucking Americans. Obviously. That's fucking in their name, isn't it? Together we stand, divided we fall, all are welcome here. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to tell you that, illiterate, but you keep talking shit. Fuck. I'm all for everybody, man. I'm equal for all. That's why I say I have progressive values. I fucking love everybody. But if you're going to be a piece of shit, I'm going to call you on it. If you're going to say stupid shit, I'm going to call you on it. Because that's what everybody should do to you. If you're going to believe that Donald Trump is going to be your savior, I'm going to tell you you're an idiot. At the end of the day, we all agree that there's things in our government that need to be fixed. We all even agreed at one point that shit needs to be shooken up a little bit. And these people need to know that we hold the reins, that they don't hold the reins. But if you think Donald Trump is going to be the person that makes that happen, I'm going to tell you you're a fucking idiot. Okay? I'm sorry. It might hurt your feelings. But it's fucking true. Donald Trump is not your savior. He's not anybody's savior. Donald Trump is Donald Trump's savior. Donald Trump is currently running to get elected a president so he can save his own ass from getting put in prison. Donald Trump does not deny any of the charges against him. He only denies the reasons for why he did them. It's not the fucking... You're not going to end up fucking getting any change out of Donald Trump. Find a better savior, and I'll fucking talk to you guys about this shit. Find somebody other than Donald Trump, and I'm not talking Trump Jr., you morons. If you guys bring Trump Jr. into this, I am done talking to you. I'm talking to you guys still, because I come from the trailer park, and I think I still speak your guys' language. So we can talk about Donald Trump. But if you guys bring fucking Trump Jr. in, that's the guy that's going to save us. I am done talking to you at that point. We have nothing else to talk about. Okay? So that's my line. I'm setting boundaries with you guys. I'm going to set boundaries with you guys. Trump doesn't care about anybody but Trump, dude. That's all. He loves him some him. Okay? All day. All right. I appreciate it, guys. I love you guys. Please subscribe. We're going to 7,000. We're trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. If you guys have questions and I'm not answering your questions, spend a goddamn dollar on it and ask me in a super chat, and I'll answer the stupidest of questions. You can ask me whatever you want, and I will answer. Except, obviously, I'm not going to give you guys my account information for $1. Maybe for like $50. If you guys give me $50, I might give you my account information because it's probably a net positive for me. So, just in case you guys were wondering. Hold on, I wanted to watch this. Okay. There's a really funny thing that happened with Matt Walsh a long fucking time ago, and nobody talks about this shit. But he won on Rogan. And everybody, recently a friend of mine who's always trying to wake me up, God bless her heart, Look, I listen to all of you guys. I have conspiracy theorists sending me fucking 30 memes a day to try and change my mind. Fucking sending me my your woke ideology is ruining the world memes, okay? Because this is how we communicate nowadays. And clips and fucking Matt Walsh documentaries. I have to watch all this shit because people say if I don't, I'm not seeing the other side. So I watch all your guys' shit, okay? And it's actually kind of making me dumber. But anyways, one of the things I pointed out was Matt Walsh, when asked about how many kids are on fucking puberty blockers or hormones, he said literally millions. Millions of children. If you don't know the statistic, at the point that he went on Joe Rogan's podcast, there were 4,780 children. I don't know about you guys, and I know that you guys are Trump supporters, so math is not your strong point, and Donald Trump loves to make up fucking numbers. But millions there's a big gap between 4,780 and millions. And this is why no one takes you seriously. Because you guys literally are like, it's like just a slip of the tongue. You know what he meant. 4,780 versus millions. And you guys defend this shit. Once again, Trump supporters, conservatives, Republicans, say it now and say it proud. 4,780 is a lot fucking less than millions. Because if you can't say that, I can't trust you with anything unless you have a calculator on hand. That might be the next shirt. The next shirt is, I can't trust you unless you have a calculator.
People gay in the first place.
So hold on.
Well,
sorry,
of course I would say it comes from God if I didn't believe.
Why would God make people gay in the first place?
Well, of course I would say it comes from God.
Also, just Joe Rogan asking that question. Me and ask Joe Rogan. It comes off as funny. Oh, Christ.
If I didn't believe that, then I wouldn't be Christian.
Why would God make people gay? Well, if he didn't want them to engage in gay sex.
All people have proclivities or towards different.
Okay, guys, guess. What proclivities does Matt Walsh have? What are Matt Walsh's proclivities? I'm going to say he likes feet. That motherfucker right there loves him some toes. This dude spends more time on the toes than he does on the titties. How much you want to make a bet? Big A, are you calling Matt Walsh P. Diddy? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sins. There's different things that we would call sins.
Yeah, but if that's like their fundamental attractiveness. They're attracted
I thought he was
fundamentally to other men.
I told somebody the other day because they said that I don't give Matt Walsh any credit, and I said Matt Walsh has the same credentials that I do. And I said, if you send me clowns, I will laugh at them because that's what you're supposed to do is laugh at clowns, okay? And he said, well, don't ad hominem, rebut the source, the material. And I said, okay, fine, all right. Well, I watched Matt Walsh's video on men's depression, and it made me want to off myself. I'm not even fucking joking. It was terrible.
Why? It seems like something that God gave.
God, me versus Matt Walsh should be amazing.
Why would God give you an attractiveness, or why would you be attracted to the same sex if that was morally reprehensible? If that was against God's will?
I'm kind of more of an ass man.
Why would he instill that lust and that desire and that?
I'm giving you fucking material, Trump supporters. This is your chance.
In love with someone of the same sex.
I don't think instilled is not the word that I would use. I don't think God instills it. I think that one of the again you want to get into Christian doctrine. I mean one of the basic elements of Christian doctrine is that we're a fallen species, and so there are many things that come out of our kind of fallen human nature, and we all have, like I said, we all have proclivities towards sin. And no one's going to live a perfect life, To live to live a moral Christian life is really difficult. It requires a lot of sacrifice, no matter who you are.
100% moral. Matt Walsh does not live a moral Christian life. How much you want to fucking make a bet? Matt Walsh is 100% a supporter of Republican Jesus. And you know why Matt Walsh is a fucking supporter of Republican Jesus? Because he loves him some money. Look, guys, everybody wants to talk about how they don't watch the mainstream media. They want to talk about how CNN and Fox and all this other shit. You know how much money there is in being a dissenter online and fucking spreading these points of view on things like the Daily Wire? The Daily Wire, if I remember right, gets more hits per day on YouTube than MSNBC does. They are mainstream media. If you don't think that this conspiracy theory bullshit hasn't exploded into the financially profitable realm, you are brainwashed. Because as in the podcast that's being released today with Mr. Wick TV, if you guys know who Wick TV is, I did a podcast with him, did an interview with him that's being released today. It's probably actually been released. For an hour it's been released, actually. He was talking about one of the other commentators, President Sunday. And he said, what President Sunday likes to do is go, and he checks the wind. And he goes, oh, okay, it's going that way. I'm going that way. Because that's where the money lies. Because there's so many people on the side of science. There's so many people on the side of what is considered the majority that there's a ton of room to be a dissenter and make a lot of fucking money. I guarantee Matt Walsh doesn't live a Christian life. He lives a financially profitable, capitalistic, fucking fuck your family, my family's the best life. That's what Matt Walsh lives. That's what he lives.
And that's it. I mean,
it's
everyone. Have you wrestled with these thoughts before? Have you had these kind of conversations?
Wrestled with something.
Really,
sure, absolutely.
Tried to figure out
exactly,
why.
Griffin. Thank you, Griffin.
Why would God create gay
They're all
people?
failed entertainers that found their niche.
Do you think that God has created gay people, or do you think they have a choice?
God has created all people, so every person that's gay was created by God.
Mostly because I'm sick
right
now, living.
Where exactly does that?
Why you gotta judge me, dog?
Proclivity come from? Like I said, I don't know exactly. I mean, to say that someone's born gay.
Yeah, their movies are terrible.
I have issues with that go beyond theology, because now you're talking about, if you're born with any sexual proclivity, then that means that we're talking about like gay infants and so on. And
right, but don't you think?
Matt Walsh wants to talk about gay babies. Matt Walsh is up late at night thinking real hard about gay babies. Like fucking babies have anything to do with sex, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ. Let me just go ahead and point out that Matt Walsh has 0 credentials. No credentials. None. He has the same credentials I have, and I was fucking raised in a trailer park. A man that lived in a bus with no electricity, no running water, and shit in a 5-gallon bucket has the same credentials as Matt Walsh. And Matt Walsh is over here talking about gay babies. Can we bring up gay Jesus still while we're at it? Because I want to talk about gay Jesus, all right?
People are born straight, that some people are born straight. Were you born straight?
It's an odd way of
being
talking
gay
about
is
it. Like
not
to say that,
up
to
people,
say that
illiterate.
a baby is
being
heterosexual.
gay is a fucking,
babies don't.
I know of some gay people and they're fucking happy
don't
people.
have a sexuality in that sense.
Having a
That's
great
something
time.
that-
Eventually, they will develop a sexuality, and a small percentage of them will be homosexual. And that's always been, been documented. It's natural.
Yeah.
It's even natural in some animals.
You shouldn't be able to picture a baby of any sexual orientation.
we started by talking about
they are what
laws
they are.
And what laws are put in place. Now we're talking about
Gabies.
Christian teaching.
But don't you think that
Christianity has I don't.
If you're going to say that he doesn't want to talk about it because he hasn't been able to picture a gay baby, well, yeah, I can't picture a baby liking feet. I can't picture a baby being an ass baby or a tits baby. Like, what the fuck would you even, why would you even go there? That's my point. My point isn't that, no, what he's saying is that he doesn't believe that people can be born that way. But he's saying it in a really pussy-ass way. Because Matt Walsh is a pussy. Let's just be honest. It's okay. You just call it what it is. Matt Walsh doesn't have the balls to do that because he knows he'll get fucking wrecked. at the end of the day, yeah, gay people are born gay. People that like feet are born liking feet. Okay? But when you're a baby and you don't have those hormones and you haven't reached puberty and it hasn't triggered those changes in your bodies, you're not going to know you like feet. Jesus Christ, why is this so fucking hard for people to understand? This is, even for an uncredentialed person that grew up in a fucking trailer park, this makes a lot of goddamn sense. People are born with the proclivities they have. Wasn't taught to like women. I just do. There wasn't like a fucking time where I didn't have fucking male figures in my fucking life. No man was around going like, dude, you gotta like women. It just happened to. And if it happened that I like dudes instead, or if I like both, then no fucking doubt that's okay. And no fucking doubt nobody taught me to be like that. It's not the fucking media. It's not fucking TV. It's not because gay couples are in comedies now. It's not because all of a sudden there's so many transgender people. No, they're always fucking there, man. We have literally oppressed people for fucking ever, for every fucking reason that we could. Whether it's the color of their skin, or their age, or their sexuality. And then we're like, all of a sudden there's all these diverse people. Isn't it crazy? The media is doing this. No. We whitewashed history. We made fucking everybody understand that if you weren't a white man, then you didn't have any reason to speak. Even white women didn't have a right to speak. And recently, over the last fucking 100 years, we've made amazing strides towards making it so every single person can be the person that they want to be as long as they don't hurt anybody else. And there is nothing wrong with that ideology. In fact, you should be born that way. Hate is taught. Being gay is not taught. But hate, 100% is. And coming from a guy that grew up around skinheads, I can tell you that hate is taught. If it wasn't for the fact that a fucking half-black kid with a big fucking heart didn't walk up to my house at 12 years old while I was watching or listening to fucking Ray Stevens and go, hey, I've got that tape too. Fucking cool, bro. If it wasn't for that fucking kid, fucking if Sean didn't come up and fucking say hi to me and shake my fucking hand and help a kid out in the middle of a fucking ghetto that had no fucking friends, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have been a skinhead. I probably would have been a racist piece of shit. Because do you know why? Because when you live with that shit and you're surrounded by that shit, you don't have a choice but to be like them. But I'll tell you what, it didn't change. My fucking sexuality. Because I was born the way I am. They're born the way they are. But hate is fucking taught. Hate is taught.
I don't deny it. That Christianity has a challenging
being gay is not
sexual,
taught. Shut the fuck up.
Moral code.
I swear a lot because I'm a fucking
but we're also. I'm not
park.
suggesting that
when you come in here, you get me.
Christian sexual
I'm not
morality
a fucking
should be
character. I'm
codified into law.
But isn't that what's happening if that's how we
Studies
define
don't
marriage?
show
Because marriage is
shit, D-buddy.
And if marriage shouldn't
Jesus
involve
Christ,
gay
you
people,
didn't listen to a fucking
then
word
you
I
are
said.
saying that it's because of Christian fundamentalist
They have zero
ideology.
critical thinking skills.
No, because I think you can
Zero.
talk about the marriage issue.
They don't think with their brain.
Without even getting into
They think with the
biblical
hive mind.
morality, which is what I was doing. I mean, you brought up the Bible,
Right.
I didn't.
Well, I
introduce
brought
it
about we talked about Christianity, in particular.
Right, but that's my point. It's like you introduced that to the
Black
conversation.
Jesus.
Yes.
Thank you, baby Bubba. I know
Because
I
I wanted to
added a
find the
couple more.
reason.
I'm sorry.
Why you oppose
Exactly,
gay people
Colby.
being married.
Why does any of this shit matter? It's funny to see Joe Rogan shit on Matt Walsh. Like, that's so funny.
I think they were.
Oh, I'd like to actually watch this. Let's just all get along. Why do you care what people's gender is? Why do you care what people's sexuality is? Why do you care about their age or how they want to express themselves? Why does any of that matter to you? None of you can give me a good fucking reason. None of you. You can't give me one fucking reason to justify hate for a person that's different than you. You can't. I interact with multiple transgender people on YouTube, illiterate. I've got a couple transgender employees. I've met non-binary people. Yeah. Is there more? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't understand the point you're trying to make. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Once again, you might be catching a stray. Yeah. If somebody hurts somebody, that's a problem. Do I think that a child should be able to change their gender? I don't think that children are changing their gender. I think that the statistics that people try to bring up when it comes to that type of thing is very disingenuous when it comes to that. But I think that we should have a conversation about that. Yeah, I think we should have a conversation about it. Because most of the transgender people that I've talked to have said that they don't believe that kids should be doing it without an understanding of why they're doing it. But as a parent, Soroji, do you have children? Do you have children? Like small children? Because I can tell you this. If my child was suffering and wanted to take their own life and a surgery could change that for them, I'd probably do it, dude. And that's hard for me to fucking say that. If your child wanted to take their own life, Soroji, and a surgery could possibly save them, you would withhold that service from them. Do you know the amount of steps that those children have to go through to even be able to qualify for having those surgeries? Yeah, so if you're 5-year-old, Soroji, careful what you say here, because one day that shit might come back to bite you in the ass. If your child came to you and told you that they wanted to take their own life unless they did this, how would you feel? What would you do? That's fucked up to me, dude. That's fucked up to me. Like, I don't know what I would do. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I would do because I don't have that in my life, and that's why I don't judge other people. Like, there isn't this isn't happening at the scale that you guys think that it is. At the end of the fucking day, somebody said this to me the other day. They said, what about lobotomies? If you guys know anything about lobotomies were crazy, and it's a really interesting history story. And I said 100% we might look back at what's happening with transgender children right now and say, oh, we fucked up, just like we did with lobotomies. Yeah, of course there's a chance. Of course there's a chance. You can't deny that there is a chance that something that you're doing at any given time could end up being the wrong thing, right? So what we want to do is we want to catch up, because for so long, transgender people have been suppressed or oppressed, and we haven't been able to talk about these things. And even today, we have a hard time talking about these things because people don't want to talk about them. Certain people don't want to even believe that transgender people exist. And when you have this idea in your head that you're just not going to even agree that these people exist, then you can't talk about the issues that come along with being those people. This is the same problem we had with women's rights. This is the same problem we have with minorities' rights. And in those areas, we've gotten better. The science has to catch up, 100%. I agree with that. But we can't have those conversations if the only thing you're going to say is that those people don't get the right to make decisions for themselves. When it comes to children, I'm 100% with you guys. If my kid came to me and asked, I don't know what the fuck I'd do. I don't know. Because I'm not in that position. But as a parent, as a person that knows like what's going on with my kids and the shit they have to go through, I feel for parents in that position. I don't think that there's a bunch of parents out there that want their children to go through these problems. I heard this girl say it the other day in an interview. Somebody asked her how she feels about people saying that she wanted her kid to be a transgender child. She said, why would I wish hate on my child? Why would I ask my child so that way I could be better, that way I could feel better about myself? Why would I want them to deal with that hate? And that's a good fucking point, man. Because my son's autistic. My son's an Aspie. Okay? And I've had people fucking say to me things like he's not. Like you know, oh, like that's just all to get attention. No, he's different than y'all. And that's okay. He's neurodivergent. He's still fucking amazing. He's a fucking great kid. I love that kid. But he's a little bit different than y'all. It's all right. I'm a little bit different than y'all. All of us are a little different than each other. But until we get to the point that we can talk about like transgender and what's going on and really like having like a real conversation where they feel heard too, where they feel like they have a voice in the room, that they're not just getting shouted down by a bunch of people that are saying they don't have a right to make decisions about their own bodies, then we're going to have a problem with the science catching up because we're not having a real honest talk about it. If you guys, you want to talk about certain things to do with children, I'm probably going to side a lot more with you guys, with conservatives, Because as a parent, I'm scared. Because as a parent, I'm worried about what the fuck is going to happen. But at the same time, I can't deny other people. I can't take responsibility for a kid that's so depressed, so messed up, that they want to end up taking their own life. You know, like, that can't be my decision. That can't. It has to go on somebody with expertise, with an ability, an education to what's going on. That can't be my decision. Can we at least agree on that, Trump supporters? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. What's happening, Jimmy? Station, I understand. This is a rough time out there. Kids need guidance in that decision. And as I understand it, guys, and you guys can fucking tell me if I'm wrong, but as I understand it, those children don't get to just walk in and get this shit done. They have to go through a pretty intense set of steps, and it has to be the last resort. I also understand that it's actually supposed to be really, really fucking expensive, too. I think you can do what you want, but agendas should not be pushed onto anyone, especially children. I agree with that, buddy. I agree with that, buddy Dan, whatever your name is. Joe, don't come in the middle of a fucking serious conversation and say dumb shit like Trump 2024. Like, read the room, bro. Read the room. Read the room. But he can't read, so. The world is more complex. For instance, the Bible doesn't mention. Yeah, exactly. One of the things, Bubba, that people like continually just, I can't fucking get through people's heads is that every one of these topics is complicated. I keep telling you guys, if it meant you guys fucking doing research on real topics, and I'm not talking about listening to a dude speak, getting off YouTube and going there, I could fucking stream to nobody if y'all would just fucking go do that shit, and I'd be happy. I'm not here to make money. I don't make any fucking money from this thing. I just want people to start using their brains. I want people to start critically thinking about things and stop listening to influencers and stop listening to media personalities and stop listening to clips. Stop fucking sharing memes that you think bring knowledge to people. Like go actually look some of this shit up. You guys are asking me, why are you asking me? It's fucking psychologists out there. There's fucking tons of medical information. Go have a conversation, start a channel, talk to people. This is my part. I'm just out here trying to help out. I don't know if I'm doing any good. They can't. I know I lost him at read. Can't read the room if you can't read. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like Joe Biden. Sorry, Dave. Donald Trump's a moron. I like Joe Biden's policies. Like I said, I don't vote for Biden. I vote for Biden's policies. But I do agree that sex changes should be treated like tattoos or beer. Okay, here you go. Do you guys recognize the reason that tattoos and beers and all of those things are given the age limit that they're given? Do you guys recognize why? Can anybody guess before I tell you? Because this is a very important point. It's very important to realize that the reason that things like alcohol, cigarettes, and tattoos and stuff like that are gatekept by an age is because your prefrontal cortex does not fully develop until you're in your mid-20s, and even some people would say, some scientists would say, until your 30s. So your prefrontal cortex is actually how you make decisions. So when people are like, you can go to war at 18, but you can't buy alcohol until you're 21. Well, I actually think that you shouldn't be able to go to war until you're 21 either. Because all of your decision making is contained in your prefrontal cortex, and everything that you do, whether it's smoking, drinking, doing drugs, whatever, and believe me, I'm pro drugs. All of that stunts your brain growth and your ability to make decisions. And I think a lot of y'all motherfuckers have stunted your growth. Just saying. So if we want to talk about things like surgeries only being until 18, then we better start talking about everything really being until 26. Because if we're going to gatekeep things with age, then we need to actually recognize that even at 18 years old, we do not have the full capabilities to use our brains, specifically if we've already stunted that growth through drugs and alcohol at an early age. That's a whole nother fucking story, guys. At least 25. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Do we need a third major political party? No, we don't. Dave, you know what we need? Say it with me, folks. We need ranked choice voting. Ranked choice voting. It's almost 3 short grunts. Trumpers, you can almost get on this. We need ranked choice voting. We do not need a third political party. We need ranked choice voting. Because if you have ranked choice voting, you don't need political parties. And we don't need political parties. You don't need to be a progressive. You don't need to be a socialist. You don't need to be a Democrat or a moderate or a conservative or a Trump cult member. What you need is choices. And if you have ranked choice voting, which nobody wants to fucking talk about because it's a complicated thing to talk about, and everybody's so fucking simple and they want to take everything down to 5 words, ranked choice voting. That's what we need. What up, Jose? Good to see you, buddy. We don't need political parties. We need choices. Hi, Luke. I'm a high energy beta boy, bruh. I work that shit. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just keep showing you guys this goddamn book. I know something about Washington. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being here. What does that mean? I don't know. You gotta ask me in more words what you're trying to ask me. We rank who we want in from one side in. Those people are voted in. Okay, yeah. If Jordan's helping me out there, Team Gingivitis, Sampler, you're back, and you used the right words this time, samplers. God, I love you. Oh, what choice voting? Yeah. So ranked choice voting. If you don't know what ranked choice voting is, it's like saying. So let's say you wanted Bernie Sanders, okay? But you didn't want Trump, right? So you're sitting here and you're going, fuck, if I vote for Bernie, then I'm going to lose my vote because Bernie has no chance. Let's say this. Hypothetically speaking, it's Bernie, Trump, and Biden. And you don't want Trump no matter what. Now, keep your own fucking political bias. This is just a hypothetical. Just keep it out of it. So you want Bernie, but you're afraid of having Trump. So you rank Bernie number 1, you rank Biden number 2, you rank Jill Stein number 3, and you rank Trump all the way at the fucking bottom. So that means that if Biden gets more votes than Bernie does, then your vote automatically goes down to Biden and it's elevated to number 1. So that gives you the ability to vote for third-party candidates or fourth-party or fifth-party candidates. You could vote for fucking me, you could vote for fucking samplers, and still feel like your vote's not going to go to the person that you don't want. And a lot of the reason that people don't vote is because they feel disenfranchised, because they feel like no one represents who they want, and they feel like they're wasting their vote when they vote for third-party candidates. Ranked choice voting should be talked about a lot more, and it's absolutely insane that we don't talk about it. It's crazy. Dude, I swim in mega tears all day, every day. Oh my God. All right. I'm getting close. Well, I have a lot of socialist ideas, Bubba. So, I mean, I'm going to agree with you on that. I believe the best possible system that we can work within is the motivational factors of competitive needs of capitalism, along with socialist safety nets that help to bring up the poor, because that's where I come from, and specifically the middle class. I think that the biggest fucking problem that we are encountering nowadays is that the middle class doesn't have representation. The middle class ends up paying a fuck ton of taxes percentage-wise out of their check versus the fucking rich. Everybody go, the rich pay more taxes than you do. Yeah, and how does it affect their fucking daily budget versus mine? That's the fucking question, and that's what irritates me. Yeah, if you lose 92 billion of your 93 billion and all you have is 1 billion to go off of, I think you'll be okay, bro. But if I lose fucking 57,000 of the 70 I make, I'm shit on. The middle class bears the greatest burden in our society, and we vote against our own interests every fucking year. Because we've been convinced by wealthy people that if we don't suck their fucking huge gold cock, that we'll be the ones that don't benefit. We'll be the ones that get shit on. No, we get shit on anyways. And that's not to lead the poor out. Like, it ain't a good life down there. I've been there. I'm tired of hearing people shit on poor people. Like, I made it where I made it because I fucking worked my ass off. But I also had some advantages being a white male, whether you guys like hearing that or not. There are plenty of black dudes that didn't get the chances that I got from where I come from. Plenty of fucking people I loved that didn't come up with me. The middle class needs to be taken care of. The middle class supports poor people and social safety nets, and the middle class makes all the fucking money for wealthy people. And every fucking year, you motherfuckers vote for somebody like Donald Trump because you think that he fucking supports the middle class. He doesn't. He looks nothing like the middle class. How many times have you been able to use loopholes to get out paying taxes? How many bankruptcies have you used in your life to get a better fucking loan? But you guys get mad that he got fucking in trouble for fraud. That dude that came out from fucking Shark Tank, he literally said it. He said all wealthy people abuse the realty system. And you guys were like, yeah, so why does Donald Trump get it? Nobody else does. No, that's the question is, why does nobody else does? He said if you give Donald Trump a guilty verdict in this fraud case, they'll start going after every single wealthy guy that plays this game. And you know what I say to that? Good! That's what we should be fucking doing. Why do these guys get to get away with fucking using loopholes and claiming that their properties are worth more money to get better, more advantageous loans while the middle class continues to fucking suffer? Because y'all think one day you might be a billionaire. You think one day if I vote for them to be taxed, they might take my money. You ain't going to be a billionaire. I keep saying it, I'll keep saying it. You're not one good fucking decision away from being a billionaire. You're 2 bad decisions away from being poor. And when you vote against social safety nets, you're voting against your own interests. Because one day, you might lose your job. One day, you might make a bad decision. One day, you might buy Trump stocks. And the next thing you know, you need those social safety nets. So, you'll be a millionaire, Martin? I hope you are, man. I wish success on everybody. Kryptonic. Biden's policies aren't evil. Jesus Christ, C-Marts. Read a fucking book. I'm not going to engage with you until you read a book. RK Cargill. You know I'm going to fuck up your name. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just need you guys to go read some legislation. Please come back after you read, like, actual legislation. Yeah, we need to vote people in who support our interests. And for all the people out there that fucking sit there, no, you don't, C-March. Your fucking icon is a car, bro. No one believes you read a book. Your car is your personality, bro. No fucking way. The only book you've read is a Haynes manual. Chilton's. That's it. Holy shit. Oh, man. All right. Hey, of course he's a bot. I can't tell the difference between Trump supporters and robots. It's really fucking hard. All I'm saying, Democrat Party is part of the snobby rich folk. What the fuck am I, clean? I'm not rich, I can tell you that much. I'm not snobby, I'm talking to you. Oh my God. You're definitely a bot. That's exactly what a bot would say, C-Marts. Jesus Christ. Kryptonic is at least, he's across the board. All right. Yeah, exactly. Jordan, thank you for being here. Thank you for fucking speaking sense, dude. No, I don't have to calm down, C-Marts. I'm an angry ginger. This is my whole fucking personality. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers. If you like hearing a person that just tells you what the fuck they feel and is right there along with you fucking guys, where I'm just trying to figure shit out just like you are, fucking like and subscribe. Support my fucking channel. You know, spend 10 cents a day to support an angry, soulless ginger on his journey to becoming a better human being and helping to secure the rights and benefits that every single human being should have. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hey, I still got hair on my balls, though. All the good one, Bose. All the good ones. I look at history. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking to me, but I have all the history books right next to me. No name. I got all of them. I am a very angry motherfucker. I'm a ginger. It's like I'm Irish and Scottish. The fuck do you expect from somebody that has No, I heard Nair burns, C-Marts. I heard it burns. That shit burning. Exactly, Jordan. Exactly. Every time somebody says that I'm not a ginger anymore, I tell them I'll send them pics for verification. Yeah, I got a lot of reasons to be angry. I got a lot of fucking angry reasons to be angry. And you should too. But be fucking positive. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Don't be a fucking doomer. Don't talk about these doomer dark fantasies of everything's just so bad. So bad. They're all in control. There's boogeymans in every fucking corner. No, there's good people trying to do shit, and there's bad people doing shit. There's good people making mistakes, and there's bad people accidentally doing good shit sometimes. But that's reality. As Alan Moore said, everybody wants to believe in this conspiracy theory that there's a bunch of people in control, but the honest to goodness fucking thing that's going on right now is that nobody's in control. The world is rudderless, and that's scary as fuck. Because that's anti-human. Humans need control. That's why you mow your lawn. That's why you prune the leaves. That's why you're so worried about what everybody else thinks. Because as a species, we're in love with control because it makes us feel safe. Because it makes us feel like we're going to come out on top. Sometimes you gotta let that shit go, guys. Sometimes you gotta look to other people and say, hey, you fucking got it. Thank you for having it. I trust you. And sometimes those people are politicians. Hate to fucking say that. Vote in the right ones. Vote for your interests. Read legislation. Do the things that you are going to do to move you closer and closer and closer to being a successful human being. And the people next to you, vote for them. Help them out. We can disagree on a lot of shit. That's fine. We can insult each other. We can have a good time. But we should stay positive. We should have fun. Because whether you're religious or not, this is the only one. This is it, guys. So if you're wasting this shit, if all you want to do is sit on YouTube and be mad, all you want to do is be in my comments and be a hater, that's your choice on how you live your life. I'm going to try and live a good life. I got 2 fucking wonderful kids. I got a wonderful wife. I got the American dream that every fucking Trump supporter talks about wanting to have. And I've accomplished it by fucking helping other people. That's how you get it done. All right, guys. I love you guys to death. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, fucking hug your children, kiss your wife or your husband, whatever the fuck you got. Don't forget to get off YouTube. Stop listening to your fucking favorite influencers' fucking point of views. Read a book. Touch some grass. Enjoy some sunshine. Even if you're a ginger and you're going to pay for it. Okay? But I love you guys to death. You guys have a good night. I want to see you all do fucking good. I want to see you all do successful. I appreciate you guys. I got a podcast tomorrow with Ira Shapiro, apparently, to talk shit about Turtle Man Mitch McConnell. I got one with Wick TV that's out tonight. Check that shit out. It's a good conversation. It's going to hurt somebody's feelings. But you guys need to hear that shit. Watch that podcast. I love you guys to death. I appreciate you touch grass. All right, guys. Bye.